What's going on, good people? What's going on? I should be live. I should be. Take a second for people to come in here. Uh, Trying to do something with this little rascal. Here again. How y'all doing this fine Tuesday? Uh, Evening for me, morning for y'all. I know y'all say that boy always wiping, man. I ain't wiping over heat. I'm wiping over my T-zone. It's my T-zone. Got an all there, a little red hair. So I try to keep that good and moisturized, and then be a little bit too much moisture sometimes. Uh, how everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Got a couple of things I want to talk about, some things and some stuff. Y'all see the title. It's talking about rainy season. Um, it's a little different over here, over my way, over in these parts. See, cause I'm y'all getting into spring real good, and over here we getting into summertime slash no, not summertime. We getting into what you could call like a little light winter. Yeah, like a little light winter time. Rainy season. Y'all probably hear thunder, and it's thunder rumbling a little bit right now. Clouds were rolling in when I was getting ready to go live. Uh hey, Miss Lynn Hoeing and Sewing. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing great, Miss Lynn. I appreciate you being here. Lashes. Hello, Lashes. Y'all, man. Yeah. First off, Patricia Roberts, good morning, fam. We doing good, man. We doing good. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Urban Gardening Chronicles. Yo, y'all, I can't even I want to tell somebody to check out one thing. I can't even get through it because everybody in this chat right here needs to be checked out, looked at, observed, watch their page. Because my goodness, it's some good folk out here. Uh, I don't want to miss none because I seen something I want to say something about. Miss Lynn Hoeing and Sewing, because I got to do this too. I got plenty of time for people to come in. So the few people that's here, I want to really emphasize them and they channels and encourage everybody to check them out. Miss Lynn do amazing things with her garden space, with her area, and she do a lot of cool DIY stuff too. Um, what was it, a ladder? And y'all just gotta check Hoeing and Sewing out because she'll take whatever she got, whatever she get her hands on, and turn it into some phenomenal art. And it's pretty. You know, art is subjective, right? But I think it's pretty. So uh y'all definitely check out and see what she doing over there. And Lashes, child. Yo, when I say uh I think her last video, y'all really need to check out her last video because she came across some raspberries. I ain't seen no blackberries lashes. I think they was all raspberries. But my goodness, she did a live, and you talk about a multitasker. When I say a woman can multitask, almost every woman in my life, every woman I know, uh, pretty good multitaskers. But Lashes, I'm telling y'all, man, Lashes had a baby with her, and go by the bank, the store, uh, swing by and change vents in some of her properties, clean up one or two of them, and do all that while she cooking. I ain't never seen nothing like it. You got to check it out. It's real. It's real over there. And Miss Patricia, I'm not too familiar with you, but uh, I'm trying to get around to everybody. Sorry if I missed anything. And Urban Gardening Chronicle. So if y'all haven't visited or checked out Urban Gardening Chronicle, today was her second live. Today was her second phenomenal live. Um, Very thought-provoking conversations. Um, bit of an intellectual, in a subtle way. So you know, you gonna hear some things and stuff that's gonna make you say, oh, ah, hmm, yeah, make you put your where my pink at? Make you put your pink out. By the way, while y'all watching, oh, I done got behind in the chats, y'all. Uh, yeah, if y'all able, y'all know how we do it on Tuesdays over here. We kind of slip into grown folk mode, but it ain't got to be like that now. I ain't saying it's got to be like that. You don't have to get you an adult beverage. You can get you some tea, some coffee, some water. Uh, get your tablespoon full of blessed oil. Whatever move your spirit, whatever you feel like doing, just go on and do it. Uh, oh, Sunday Backyard Farmer. Y'all also check my man out here. I think the Beamer, Bimmer, is his other like channel, other project channel, man. Look, bro doing some things over there. It's all good heart, good nature. Um, they checking out everything from NASCAR to uh just look, just go. Just go check out the Beamer shop. Y'all get a chance, man. His wife, I think, also has a project, got a channel, beautiful family, beautiful people. Just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how our community is over here. I ain't gotta tell y'all. This for the new people. This for those who don't know. So if you don't know, now you know. Miss Lynn, hold on, let me go. Miss, what you say? I visited South Africa some years back, and I didn't realize how the weather is opposite from. Yes, thank you, Miss Lynn, because that ties in perfectly with what we talking about tonight. Back home, y'all summer or y'all springtime is rolling around into winter time for me. But because of where I'm at, I wouldn't really call it winter. I ain't seen no snow. I think I done said before. Now, don't get me wrong. I can literally see. I have a beautiful, pristine view of Mount Meru from my front porch. I look at it every morning, as long as the clouds ain't covering it. And sometimes the clouds will be covering it and the top of the mountain still sticking out the top. So it's done got back snow cap. At least it was earlier today, and then it'll get warm and it'll kind of melt down a little bit. But here it's starting to stay snow capped because of the elevation. So yeah, thank you for that, Miss Lynn, because that ties in perfectly. Um, hey, my Renaissance grandma, thank you for being here. We appreciate you listening while you work. You always busy. I tell y'all, boy, I hope I'm blessed. I hope I'm blessed as I grow into what I hope and what I aspire to be as a responsible elder. Y'all know we done talked about that before too. Now you got elders and you got olders. I don't want to just be older. Hopefully, I can be some form of inspiration and some form of an elder to somebody, some kind of way. Uh, Lash is laughing because she know I'm telling the truth. I done seen that woman do everything but give birth and doing stuff while she did that. Probably you can't make her be still. Urban Gardener Chronicles. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All at the same time, and can't nobody keep her from it. Let's see here. Who else? Who else we got? Yes, please. Miss Sandra living full of life. Yes, living a full life. I'm sorry. Let me get it right now. I don't want no. Y'all, please check out Miss Sandra full of living a full life also. And greetings to you while you listening and working around the house today. I really appreciate that, y'all, because I fully recognize because I do that myself. Sometimes I miss, and I want to apologize if anybody think that I'm like if you send me something in the chat, man, I be doing all kinds of stuff, and I put in my little earbuds and set the set my iPad down somewhere and just be as busy as I want to be, but I'm listening. I can't see the screen, so I really appreciate y'all taking the time to do that. Because you could be anywhere else doing anything else, but you chose to be here, so we appreciate you. Lavender for luck. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning to you. and everybody else who I might not have got to yet. I think I'm all caught up for the folks that's in here. Um, it's morning time, so y'all get y'all some coffee, get you some Starbucks or some, whatever you like, water. Again, Salon Diva V. Hey, thank you for being in here. Thank you for jumping in. Salon Diva V Home and Garden. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. 54 Degrees North. Somebody I recently met, still getting familiarized with this channel. Uh, but y'all feel free to slide on over and check him out. A lot of travel, a lot of it's a cool channel. Y'all check it out. I hadn't, ran through it the way I want to, because it is we try to check out a lot of people, but very nice people, very responsive, and we all trying to grow over here. We all trying to grow. My grandest God, Miss Viola, I feel blessed. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. One of the people that I want to talk about tonight too, as a matter of fact, and David Corey with Crop then jumped in here. Yo, hey, look here, y'all. Some people like myself, you kind of we tend to go live weekly at minimal. Sometimes you got to take some time for yourself, and you got to pull back and regroup and everything. But David Corey with Crop is one of those people that I wanna talk about definitely, because he got a lot going on as far as the farming thing, as far as got a couple rabbits. If check out his what you call them things, the little shorts. Check out his shorts. have to watch where my hands are. The little one, not the full video, big videos. Check out the shorts. He dropped a lot of those, and he trying to grow. He's starting to put out more content. So please just check him out. If we hadn't dropped the link already, I think that is, it should be in the chat. So we got the link dropped for my man. Y'all please check out David Corey with Crop, because I like him. And I think I got good taste. So if I think I got good taste, I think y'all gonna like him too. How about that? So check that out. Uh, I'll go back and microphone and say something. But yeah, that was David Corey. That was definitely one of the people that I wanted to get to tonight. Another one, maybe he'll jump in. Another cat. We running through Texas real quick. We finna run through East Texas real quick. So we got David Corey, Stephen Lewis. I haven't seen Stephen Lewis in a while, but he been putting out more content, and I really like for y'all to check that out, especially when you only got a handful of videos out, and you trying to drop more content. The confidence that you can get from people actually, like, even miss a handful of folk that just take the time to watch your videos, uh, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave something, and let you know that you're not just sending this stuff you've been working on out into the ether for no reason. And it just feel good. It really does. So before we get into the night's topic, that I really, really want to take this time to emphasize and pinpoint a few people. And if I'm leaving anybody out, y'all, that ain't my intent. That is not my purpose. It's just a whole lot of folk, and I'm trying to get to everybody as I can. But yeah, Stephen Lewis, we dropped his link. And another person I want to talk about, Miss Cena Renee. Now, Miss Cena Renee apartment stead. By the way, I was catching a little bit of Miss Andale earlier, her live, and she was kind of alluding to that, just talking about other channels and uplifting people, and how we can support each other in whatever ways we can. Oh, Richard Rich, what's good, fam? Thank y'all for jumping over here. Let me catch the chat before I go into the next person here. Miss Lynn says, it's so nice when people comment on your videos. Plus, you can get free advice. Absolutely. I always try to leave a comment when I can, but sometimes I can't. Perfectly understood, Miss Lynn. Same for me. Absolutely same thing for me, especially when you're trying to, because you enjoy the content. We talking about 3, 4, 500 people at a time, that's dropping good stuff, and you want to be a part of that. And um, it can get a little taxing. That's why it means so much when you do it. And my granny's garden, same way. Whenever I see Miss Viola drop something, it might take me a day or two to get to it, but doggone it, I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna try to leave something. I'm gonna try to leave a comment. I'm gonna try to check it out, and I appreciate it when people do it for me. David Corey. Oh, appreciate that, Dave. Hey, it's reciprocated, bro. It's same. Um, let me go back. Hold on. I don't want to. Microformer has said something. More adult beverages for me the last 2 days. Yeah, here you go, bro. I'm gonna bring you up. Let me run through a couple things real quick. Fire right here. Uh, I got a video that I'm gonna play also on tonight's jump. Plant a Garden TV off in here. Uh, LP, thank you. And a lot of people, I'm glad that I'm seeing y'all because uh, that's right, Dave. If you watch. Let them know you knocked on the door, man. Knock on the door, ring that bell. Uh, got the what else was I gonna say? Huh. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Uh, I mean, it may be a movement, but let me ensure we watch. Absolutely, Lavender with luck. Absolutely. Um, man, Plant a Garden TV. I'm probably gonna say this about everybody because it's real like that. This brother here, and I got somebody I'm finna bring up in a minute. That's what they were talking about. They in the green room. I'm gonna bring them up in a minute here. But I got some points I want to cover because my man get on here. Yeah, it goes down. Um, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, Plants of Garden TV. That's another one of those channels. Y'all check out Richie Rich Jamaican Kitchen too. Uh, and everybody that we correspond with and share information with, they may not necessarily be directly in the gardening hard because the truth of the matter is, I talk about Africa a lot too, and my experiences gardening here and having animals here and doing what I do here, because the truth of the matter, that this is my truth to tell. And we got some island people in here, some folk from the Caribbean. Um, and I'm gonna go back over to Planet Garden, man. Planet Garden TV, the depths that he goes with making the correlation between growing and nature is just I mean, we all kind of know that anyway, but when I say nature, I mean like nature. Kind of a lot of what he does and the way he talks about and the demonstrations he gives of how things are done here in Africa, because it's on my part of the country I'm in, Tanzania, because it's real raw. It's just real raw. When he out there with a machete, I'll be sitting back watching, smiling, because I be in my garden with a machete. It's been times I ain't broke out a shovel at all. Everything from digging to all of it, trimming, all that. Um, let's see here. I think I'm getting caught up, y'all. I already talked about my sister Urban Gardening Chronicles. And Auntie Ellen. Hey, I'm sorry. I mean, okay, Auntie Ellen. How you doing? Had a few minutes of lunchtime to drop in. We appreciate it, Auntie Ellen. Y'all make sure y'all check out Auntie Ellen too. Garden Quilt and Art Traditions. Miss Ellen Pankey. Super supportive. Always there for people. about like how I do it. You know, you find yourself just having to catch up a week. Hell, sometimes it do be a week. 2, 3 days later, whatever. But you know, you get to it, and you know, I feel honored, especially when I got my y'all young ladies, some of my elders in here checking us out. Y'all know how I started out now. We always keep it respectful, keep it chill, but especially when y'all in here, we you know, be on my best behavior, like my mama or my mother-in-law, my aunties or somebody is in here looking and listening to me, which they probably is. Some of them might be. But yeah, thank y'all for being here.
What
I
up,
really, really.
people?
Micro, you on, bro? You on?
I'm on. What's up, people? What's up, people? Thank
What's
you,
going
Miss
on? What's
April, for
going
sending me a Coca-Cola all the way from Tanzania because he had me in the basement like a slave.
on? I got some things I want to get through. I started to tell you, man, give me about 30, 45 minutes to run through my business before we get
All
to
right.
getting butt wild. How you doing, Microfarmer?
I'm
Y'all, if
good.
y'all
I'm good.
didn't
I'm
know,
good.
my man was that, and I'm gonna jump back to my
Go ahead. I'm
points.
gonna step out. I'm gonna step out.
I
Go
got some
ahead. Go.
bullet points over here, but I want to say this first, man. Uh, y'all, absolutely. First off, it ain't too many people in this chat who don't know you, but since we do got some new people over here, y'all make sure y'all check out Micro Farmer. Check out his channel. We got him in the link. If we haven't dropped him, we're gonna drop him soon. Uh, my man was.
Yeah.
I hope
Okay.
Stacey probably gonna jump in here later on. Hands in the dirt probably gonna jump in here later on. But my man had a little boo boo
Yeah.
the
We'll
other
talk
week.
about it. We'll talk about it. Have some fun when we cut it up. I'll talk about it.
We just happy to have you back. I'm glad to see you in here. Hold on, I didn't see Audacity Dawn and come in. Audacity in here. Where y'all at? Audacity Dawning. G, what's going on, fam? How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's good to see y'all in here. Another channel that y'all definitely need to check out. Um, we'll get links dropped for that also, because Audacity Dawning is definitely another one of these gardening slash homesteading slash raising animals. Uh, I think he need to cook every one of them rabbits, but that ain't my business. I don't get grown folk business. I think Micro Farmer need to cook and shit
Hey, don't
Oreos
talk about
and
my chickens, bro. Don't talk about my chickens, bro.
no, not the chickens, the rabbits. I'm talking about that rabbit meat.
Oh, that
But
rabbit. Oh, yeah, their kids are going in the oven. They kids are going in the oven. My first two babies ain't.
I totally understand, man. I got an old ass chicken over here that ain't that I love her, so I completely understand.
Yeah.
But y'all check out Uncle G over at um Audacity Dawning, because it's not only limited to great content and good people. You get to learn something, but you get that support. You get that sense of community. You get people checking on you, checking out for you, uh, swinging by. And I appreciate y'all being so understanding with us in our situation, because you got to understand when y'all moving and shaking, especially for my people who do those, when y'all do them late lives, like I'll give you a perfect example. Hands in the dirt. I hope you get time to jump in. Uh, when let's say somebody do a live at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's East Coast time, right? Y'all, it's 3 o'clock in the morning over here. So I miss some stuff. And you know, if you do it a little, if you go live at 5, it's midnight over here for me. So I would love to catch more people lives and catch more stuff, but you know, I wake up sometimes. Sometimes I'm up before my chicken. My chickens ain't even got up yet. We wake up looking at each other, you know. So y'all work with me. GT Junior. GT Junior Grows in Alaska. That's another channel. Y'all network, y'all holler at each other. Check out each other channels. If you ain't got time to do it right now, write them down. Get you a sticky. Get you one. I got a little post-it somewhere. I can't reach it. I ain't gonna reach well over there. Write the names down. Screen grab it or something, and go back and check these people out, man. Cause it's up to us. Starduster. That's another one. That's another channel y'all need to check out. absolutely 100%. Again, gardening. Sister be out there doing it all. Right now, she getting her flex on. She got a challenge going. She doing them planks. Uh, getting all finificational for the summer and whatnot, and for overall health. That's what she said. She said for health, just to be healthy, because you know if things pop off, it's get real. You know, you won't be able to run, jog, at least down the street, I guess. So, and yesterday she did some eggs. Y'all check out her egg video because she picked eggs, and uh, they look good. She was a little more excited about one of them than the other one, but to me, I think both of them joints look good, and one of them a little spicy. So you know that's how I like it anyway. So again, y'all please check out Stardust 2. And she ain't in here, but some of y'all probably seen this other channel. It's called Cena Renee's Apartment Stead. She on okay, good. Cena Renee's Apartment Stead. And she had made a comment a little bit and was talking about being um a little bit unsure, which I'm sure we can all relate to, because when you first start out on this thing, it's like, you know, you don't know exactly how to say what you want to say and put it out. Everybody's personality different. Y'all would never believe I'm really shy.
What?
I am. No, I ain't shy. Nikki, everyday life of OCD is chick. We're gonna get to her in a minute. My sister Nikki done jumped in here. But Cena Renee's Apartment Stead, I think we dropped that. We dropped that in the link. Super sweet lady from what I've seen. Now I don't know her personally. We talking about our girl hush. Y'all see Nikki talking about I'm shy too. Psh, yeah. She get on that camera. She get on do the editing, make them videos, and she has fun doing it. I love her. You cannot watch her videos and not finish the video happy, or at least smiling, or at least feeling some kind of something, cause she just bubbly. You know when them bubbly people, it remind me of like I don't know, like a guidance counselor, or just I don't know. Just, you know, some of them happy people just make you feel good when you're around them. But y'all definitely check Sister Nick out, man. Everyday life of an OCD is chick. But Miss Cena Renee, she's been I've been seeing her more lately. She's been jumping in a lot of people's chats, a lot of people's lives, and she said on more than one occasion that I've observed, and she say she a little bit bashful about how to do things and how to step out there. So if y'all check out Miss Cena Renee's Apartment Stead, tell her I sent you. And hey yo Blue, Self Reliance. Uh and just, you know, like y'all did me. I ain't do this by myself. Wrap y'all arms around her, show us support, because she got her little videos going, and that's a good thing. So we gotta hold that down for each other like that. Uh, Blue, I'm new to Blue. Blue, she in the chat now. Blue's yeah, she in the chat, and she's from I believe the UK, and same thing, self-reliance, self-sufficiency, uh kind of like a little bit of more indoor, kind of how you can manage some stuff, kind of like what most of us do. I was trying to think of somebody, but that's what most of us do. And I'm almost done, y'all. Uh, Sanov, if y'all ever seen Sanov, we did a few interviews with Sanov, and she just talked about, Cassandra Dominic, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. It was just about resting, catching up, kind of like how last week or week before last, we took some time off, and it was around my wife's birthday. We busy with this, busy with that. We were just like, nah, we ain't going live. We self-care. Sometimes you just gotta take that self-care. And let's see here. To round off the Texas, because I talked about Stephen Lewis, that's Texas. Talked about David Corey, that's Texas. One more, Lion Crest Outdoors Gardening. check them out, please, if you find time. Very, very good brother. Very, j- just a smart guy, a lot of good information. Really get down into like the science of it, and that's his bag. Everybody got their own skill set and their passion and uh, what make them happy and what they good at. And shit, if you ask me now, I got two of them. Now three that I just get giddy about that just make me real happy. That'll be growing food in my garden, my wife. So not in that order, y'all. My baby come first, wife first, then the gardening. Cause I love doing that. It's just something good. Y'all, our video from other day, boy, them radish. I tell you, I wish I could grow other stuff like that. Them little, it's a whole row of them. That whole row done already popped up. Ain't even 3 days old. It's amazing. Uh, and after that, it'll probably be killing and eating goat. I love goat. I'm telling y'all, the only reason I ain't eating a piece of goat right now is because I love both my big toes and I don't want gout. That's it. That's the only reason. And so yeah, y'all check Lion Chris out, and I'm gonna end it with one that I started with, just because Urban Gardening Chronicles. I'm gonna wrap it back around to her because I already had her on here in my notes. Because again, this is her like second live, I think. And man, when I say she doing an amazing job, like she just jumped right into it. Like ain't no TLC in the garden. Hey, thank you for being in here. We appreciate you. Check out TLC in the garden too. TLC, I know you just jumped in. If you've been here, I didn't see you. Forgive me. But yeah, Blue Self Reliant, TLC, y'all man, connect with each other. And hell, if nothing else, make sure you still subscribe to each other. That's the crazy part. It ain't even just checking them out. We got to check out and make sure we still subscribe to each other. Cause I talked to Stardust about that the other day. I forget, was it last week or earlier? I can't remember, y'all. I'm getting old. Y'all got to pray for me. But yeah, that's how I found out I wasn't. Y'all see Microfarmer up on the screen right now, and I was unsubscribed to him. How? How, Sway? How? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We gonna be all right, y'all. We gonna work together. We gonna get over these herps, and we gonna make it happen. But to round it off, Stephen Lewis, David Corey. Oh, I missed one. I'm glad I'm looking. Y'all, David Hunt. Y'all ever notice David Hunt be in the chat sometime? Uh, he's a musician now. He really don't do a whole lot of oh wow, 20 people in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that thumbs up for you people if you can. Don't forget. And yeah, David Hunt is just a real cool brother, man. I mean, so usually when he go do his live little Radish and Beat come up fast. Yeah, you right, Dave. They do. Uh man, I tell y'all, this man is a phenomenal musician. He's a phenomenal musician, and I think his lives are like maybe 30 minutes, an hour, or something like that. But if you working in the morning, if you and I know a lot of y'all probably already familiar with him, but man, I'm gonna tell y'all what, some soothing, inspirational, motivational, um, acoustic, well, piano. Y'all check out Brother David Hunt, man. He is uh he's worthy of people sliding on over there, checking out his channel. And just a really good brother. It's one of those people who kind of like well, I ain't gonna say G Mama because G Mama be getting it in over on Instagram, not so much on YouTube. But just want to put you in the mind of kind of like Audrey Willis. I wish she was in here. Uh, one of those people who just uplift, everybody, just jump around and just support, 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 support. So y'all, let's put our little little time together, what we can spare, and show that brother the same level of support. And I think I'm finished. I was finishing off with Urban Garden Chronicle. Yeah. So this is our second live. and she one of them people who's a natural. She just get on there, she talk about it, she chop it up, she say what she gonna say. Uh, it's like talking, but I mean it's about gardening. It's relevant. It's relevant. It's really relevant because wherever the conversation veers, kind of like myself, I tend to do that with the way I kind of steer the conversation. It may be circular, but it's all encompassing, and it goes back to why you might want to be growing your own food in the first place. In today's conversation, she was talking about fertilizer, and if y'all go back and check out her live, but because Microfarmer might have actually brought this up last. I don't know what prompted you to discuss this, sister. So I ain't trying to rock nobody's shine or nothing like that. Ain't what I'm doing, but I think it was either yesterday or day before yesterday or last night or something. I don't know. I'm if you're on the East Coast, I'm 9 hours ahead. Micro, where you go? Oh, okay. Never mind. You still there. I'm 9 hours ahead if you're on the East Coast, and just keep adding hours as you go through Central and Mountain and all the way over to the West Coast. So I get my days mixed up sometimes, y'all. But that's what's happening. But it was Microfarmer, and then had touched on it, and then Urban Gardening Chronicles mentioned it today. It was about fertilizer. When I jumped in, the chat was already kind of going. Oh, Rambo, what's going on, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for being here. And it make you think about some things and some stuff, because I've lived in a country before where they use people poop fertilizer. Yeah, I'm talking about folk boo boo, people boo boo. So and that's not, you can't even remotely compare that. And I ain't gonna say my opinion. Hell, we talking, these is just fact. You can't go out and eat a T-bone and produce the same waste as if you've been eating grass all day and carrots. It just don't work like that. You completely restructured your intestinal health. You completely, like, your whole biome is, yeah, that's different. That's different. So great conversation. Y'all check out that video, that her live that she did today. And Stardust is still pushing that challenge, boy. She's still on that, man. She's sticking with it. Y'all go support my girl Stardust too. And I think that is pretty much all the people I had a real hard focus on bringing attention to right now. If I missed anybody, y'all know it's all gravity. It's all little Rambo Green Hands in the chat, TLC in the Garden in the chat. Y'all check them out too, because we're going to acknowledge and support and uplift each other. And now I'm going to get to the topic. I'm going to bring, Micro, why you go away? Hold on. Yeah, oh, yeah, let me play that first. Let me play this first, and then I'm going to bring my man. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I got a little video I'm gonna run for y'all real quick. Just of, I got a few points, and hopefully I'll be able to.
Because Tanzania, everybody eats ugali. It's a staple food.
Yes.
Every meal, ugali.
And
Can y'all hear it?
ugali, vegetable, we make beans. Yes.
Yes.
Good food.
Good food.
Okay, I want to
Healthy
pause
food.
right there.
Yeah.
Were y'all able to hear that? Somebody drop something in the chat. Drop a yes or a one or something if y'all was able to hear it up to that point, because I got something I want to say about this particular part of the video.
Oh, I'm up here. Oh, all right. Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. Thank you, Micro. Okay, Rambo, yes. People say yeah. Okay, so y'all see this brother on the screen, right? And this is just when I'm out for my walks, man. I tend to walk to one of my closest friend here. He's over in another village, and I don't know if you want to say miles. Let's say it's like maybe 2-3 miles away, right? So y'all look at this picture. Now y'all see the first off, this I pass by his house on my typical route all the time. Cool guy. When I say mountains, y'all see this is what pretty much everything around me looks like for the most part. And y'all see this soil. This man did this by himself in the span of a day and some change. And if you walk through that, and this is earlier a while back, so getting ready to plant some marage and some corn. I say corn all day, and now I'm up here. This time for mayende, some mayende and marage, right? So that's corn, huh? Marage, yeah. So they grow well together. Most people know that a little bit, even me. Hoeing and sowing. But that's what I'm saying. I try to emphasize this without being snotty with it, like, oh, people over here just gonna be fine. First off, I'm gonna throw this little tidbit in. If I ever for once made anybody think that I think every place on this planet ain't finna have some issues in the next short little future here, that is not my intent, because everywhere and every place and everything is going to be touched by current events in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'll get back to the rest of you after the lot. Okay, thank you, 54 Degrees North. I digress. If you walk through behind him, just look behind him, and everything that's been tilled, all the soil that's been turned, this is a dry day. Your foot will sink because the soil has been turned that deep. You can stick your hand down in it at least a foot, maybe a foot and a half in most places. That he did by himself. You understand me? I want y'all to look at this picture and see that that's how it goes down over here. Now, as big as that is, that might be like I want to say what, maybe over a quarter of, not even a quarter of a hectare, because a hectare is roughly almost doggone near 3 acres. So that's just a little strip. You're not finna break out a mule to till that. You're not finna hook up no ox. Over here, that's what you do with sweat equity. So when it comes to growing and when it comes to what people willing to do and can do, man, these folk get out there and get it. That's what I'm conditioning and building myself to learn this way. I ask y'all for advice all the time, depending on what it is. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm talking about some of the more convenient thing or easier ways of doing stuff. And it's complicated because I'm a smarter, not harder kind of guy too. But I'm glad Rambo in the chat because even though I haven't finished it yet, Rambo had did a chat alive a while back talking about conveniences and how certain technologies has made us weaker and made us lazy and this and that. Excuse me. Y'all, when you get out there, and I think later in the video, you'll see it's just like a little three-pronged hoe. It's just a little three-pronged hoe. But you get out there and you get it. You start early in the morning and you get out there and you get it. Everybody can't do that in 2 days. Everybody's not willing to do that in 2 days. And that's not me finger pointing or nothing like that or saying, oh, well, everybody got to do it this way. Nope. I don't want to be misunderstood. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. What I'm saying is we got a video for this whole little thing that's coming, and you'll be able to see the growth that's taken since the time I actually shot this right here. But let's go ahead and finish this and we'll talk on the other end.
Afya.
Yeah.
Afya.
Yes.
Sawa. Asante sana kaka.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Karibu
Good
sana.
health.
Yes, asante
Karibu sana. My
sana.
name is Ben.
Ben?
Yes, we stay here Suye.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is job
It'll
for
come
me.
up in a
Sa
minute.
and
I
deal.
think it
Yeah,
might
And
show
deal.
the
I
Sa.
bottom
like
of it.
agriculture.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, agriculture is good.
Agriculture.
That's
yeah,
same for me, but I have we raised
So
the
if you
cuckoo.
see,
yeah.
well,
So
we just missed it. Y'all
out of
kind of
town.
saw it.
So
Okay.
That's close enough.
so
I mean, y'all
Sawa.
saw it.
something for your time, brother,
Asante
and
sana.
we'll see you again.
Thank you.
So bye.
Haya, kazi njema.
There it is. Y'all, if y'all saw that little clip, that's fine. Thank you. Um, oh, Auntie Ellen. Oh, thank you for spending your break with us. We appreciate you, Auntie Ellen. Thank you. We appreciate you. Appreciate having you here. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Audrey. Speak of an angel and they'll pop on up, won't they? Won't they? But yeah, y'all, that was just an example of what I'm talking about as far as how things, typically go down and the work that gets put into it. And the reason that I emphasize I'm learning two methods. I'm asking my folk back home. I ask y'all. We share thoughts and ideas, but I definitely consult with my Tanzanian brothers and sisters on how things work here. Because these folks been eating since before the motors came along, just like folks everywhere. Since before the oil was pulled out the ground and you could put it in your little 2-cycle or 4-cylinder or 8-cylinder or 12-cylinder, all that. Folks still ate somehow. I want to know that. I need to know that. I need to know how to do that. And we're gonna keep on talking about this. But without further ado, my man, he on the screen. You ain't even gotta come on up here, Micro. Everybody waiting on you so they can speak to you. Say, hey, if he's Micro, you still in the chat? You up here? Where you at? Oh, I guess he'll be on back in a minute. He's still here, y'all. He probably went to go do something.
I'm still here.
So while we okay, come on up whenever you're ready, bro. Come on up. I just
Oh,
wanted to finish that video. We'll talk about it together. That was it for me.
all right.
Thank you for being patient with me, bro. Truly
I ain't got
amazing.
nowhere to
Thank
go.
you.
I got chores. I got chores, man.
I hear you, bro. It's nighttime for me, so I done already knocked all that. I hope I acknowledge Miss Cassandra Dominic and Audrey that came in here. So Audrey, we thank you being here. What Rambo say? No dig is where I'm headed, brother, but you will need to try which method works for you, bro. Check it out. No till, no dig. Huh? No till, no dig. Man, I don't. I learn something new every day, bro. I learn something new every day. Hands in the dirt then jumped in the building, bro. We
Oh, he
appreciate
jumped up
having you
in?
here, y'all. And Tiffany Q to you. How you doing?
Hey, Tiffany.
And David been here. Okay. Yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to show that because the corn, I mean, it's taller than me now. And this wasn't that long ago. It was the first part of like, okay, rainy season on the way, which is why I titled this Rainy Season in Farming. Oh, Healthy G Mom. Hey, how you doing? Uh I'll put it like that. Try to put it like this. Speaking of Healthy G Mom, out in California, y'all be sure to check out Healthy G Mom out there in LA doing her thing.
Yeah,
Still growing.
son just had a birthday, right? I just saw it. She made a birthday cake and some dinner for her son. Her son, I don't know how old he turned.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
turned. I be telling y'all people, I be watching y'all videos. I just don't make a lot of comments, but I do hit the like button, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of ways to support, bro. We know you be there, man. We know you be there.
I'll be looking for the little details. He
Micro.
took a piece of that cake before he got back. I saw you done snuck a bigger piece, Mrs. Healthy G Mom. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, and there go Audrey. Y'all. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It was great. I was just gonna say, people I saw. Let me see. Urban Garden Chronicles. Yeah. Ooh, what happened? Oh, that was your thing. Oh, Yeah, I didn't know she lived that close to the train tracks. I couldn't even stay over there. I had to get me a hotel room. She invited me to Canada. Train coming through the backyard.
Hey, and especially after she talked about what she talked about,
Yeah,
man. Like
yeah.
the
My
accidents
train
was
that
really
fell
happening,
over,
man.
crashed, and yeah, people got in trouble. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. That is
Yup.
definitely. I've been putting a
Yup.
for sale sign
And
up on
and,
mine.
and you know, yeah.
Yeah,
And Stardust said it too. She do the same thing. She don't always comment, but she like. And y'all, when I try to give everybody some attention, man. So when I do it, if I don't comment, I tend to do the same thing. I give you a thumbs up, especially if you're doing a short. Uh, it's easy to just hit that like button and let you watch the whole thing, let you know that people was there. But I'm gonna tell y'all, rainy season is so crucial. It's beyond crucial because in an environment like this, in many places you don't have the infrastructure unless you readily align with a water source, a natural water source. And even if you align with or close to a natural water source, it still might take some labor to make this happen. If you like really, really doing some growing, like 5, 6, 10 hectares or something like that. Um, But when Healthy G Mom jumped in, it made me think about California because y'all remember a few years back they had this. It still might be going on. This whole big issue with almonds because of how much water an almond take. Like each almond take like a gallon of water or something like that to grow. Uh, y'all, man, that's a lot of water. I ain't saying don't grow almonds. I love almonds. I think they just fine. But my greater point is with the way that the weather is behaving and droughts. I think micro ain't it droughts in the west right now, bro?
yeah,
West
yeah.
Coast,
They have a fire there just recently in Cali. Is it
it
Cali?
somewhere
Yeah, but
out
this
that
is
way.
dry season for them. This is dry season for them. This is when they be running for the hills. I mean, not running. Well, they was going to the hill, but they be running back down to the city parts where
I know what you mean.
concrete.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know. But yeah, this is
yeah, healthy G.
they season to lose stuff this year.
Yeah,
Every year they lose hundreds of acres of stuff, which it is what it is, yo. But hey, listen, you want to run up there with them woods with them bears, you want to come back down here and look at me. That's what I look at it. You want to ride up in the woods and stuff up there because you don't want to be next to certain people. Next thing you know, you're running down there. Yeah.
It's just real dry up there, man. All the way really from Colorado up to Washington and Montana, all the way back down to San Diego, damn it.
But there's
And
so much.
holding someone.
But there's
Go
so much
ahead,
that
bro.
can
Go
be
ahead.
done. And this is what we just when I didn't want to cut you off. This is where the old senators and congressmen and people of the old what they call the old what you call them gatekeepers. They gotta
Yeah.
go. Yeah, these people been in there for over 40, 50 years as senators, and they're not doing not a darn thing, and they keeping America stagnated. Where there's so much technology right now that those things can even happen. They can use our Army Corps instead of sending them over there for 10 years over in Afghanistan. Could have used our Army Corps engineers to bring water, like where they can actually bring in seawater, ocean water to take care of that problem. They got so much
Absolutely. You
technology where they
you
can
you, you talk
distill. They can
yeah,
distill the salt.
you talking about desalinization, right?
Yeah,
That technology been around so long it could but see the thing is you kind of answered your question, man. Anytime uh, and I ain't gonna go too political, but
I'll go.
anytime what you saying, which is completely true, I agree with it 100%.
I don't mind
But the
disappearing.
crazy thing,
Let me tell you something. This is the problem when America started realizing what's going on instead of black and white issue. They woke up in the morning and gave $700 million to Ukraine for a war to kill people, but they won't spend $700 million to stop these fires going on around here. You know what I'm saying? They take your money, your tax
absolutely,
dollars, and just
yeah,
like that, we're gonna give them another $800 million for some warplanes to kill people, but then they don't use $800 million to bring water or things up in those areas using our Army engineers. We have a whole army. We got jailbirds they can use. Short timers. We call them short timers. I don't know what they call them in your area.
bro.
Short timers. Use them as labor.
Yeah, I, I'm completely I'm completely familiar with that. And the thing is, I want to say that just throw in a little bit of history right now. I want to say, was it LBJ? Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Micro, you correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, was the last president for the U.S. to serve 3 terms, if I'm not mistaken. Very popular president. Now, everything that you just said, minus the technological capabilities, is everything that folks said back then, bro. And the only person that was alive back then was probably my grandma. Um, it's a repetitive cycle. Now, I'm not saying what can or can't happen or who won't do what, but when it comes to these terms and Warning Scottum, hey Warning Scottum, how you doing? Bro, I done heard this. It's been said, and you not wrong. But when it comes to fixing, I tell you what, I would just rather link up with everybody who trying to grow something, butcher something, and live as independently as they possibly can. Because I've seen in my short lifetime up to this point, and with the history that I know, about 3 generations worth of folks fight the same fight. And I'm not saying don't fight. I'm not saying don't make valid argument. I'm just telling you, shit, man. I'm trying to be as independent and self-sufficient as I possibly can. But go ahead. That's just my little 2 cents, bro.
There was
And
a
I
lot
agree
of things.
with you though.
There's a lot of things that they take out the press. Like they were supposed to have I don't know what was the real deal about Haiti, right? Japan and Bill Clinton at the time, they was working on a project that the Japanese came up with fast growing trees, right? Because Haiti, they done cut all their trees down for food resource, fires and stuff like that. There's really no trees. When I flew over going to DR, Dominican Republic, on the other side of that island, because everybody thinks it's 2 different places, but it's really the same island. One island look like a sand.
It's the same island.
It's the same
Yeah.
island. And the Japanese came up with a fast growing tree. There was Bill Clinton and I believe the president at the time, I don't know the name of the president of Japan at the time. They had the technology to replant trees in Haiti because it was fast growing. Now, that deal dropped dead. It dropped dead. Either they was asking Haiti to become part of their community or something. Haiti, the warlords, whatever in Haiti said nope. But they had the trees ready to go. Japan had it. They have the technology that for fast growing trees because the problem with Haiti a lot in certain areas, they didn't cut all the trees for firewood. You can't have one side of the island all good and the other side is not. I understand the people in charge there, but at the end of the day, it's what they always talk about with this Ukraine thing, humanitarian thing. It's a humanitarian thing, regardless if it's ran by warlords or whatever. That's the thing. If it doesn't benefit them, they don't give a damn. They got to get something out of it. And that's the thing. They got to get something out of it. And other
Very true.
I'd rather let my people suffer than to just say, hey, you know what? I'll take the American dollar, or the Japanese dollar, whoever, That's the whole thing. It's what it is. And we as Americans, we are so dumbified because we can get burgers and hot dogs and milkshakes. That don't you notice they wake up in the morning and give away $800 million when your kids don't even have a good educational system here? They can just get up in the morning because somebody else is fighting over there for their lives. Instantly, 1,600, what is it? 1,600, almost $1 billion went over there to kill other people. And you're saying we're trying to get books for our kids in school. We're trying to get it where we got free health care. Like, wait a minute. Y'all just wake up in the morning and just say, okay, send them weapons, $800 million. You know what $800 million can do to a small state in America? Or a city that's in the poverty side of the world?
Yeah.
You know what $1 billion could do to Mississippi, poor areas of Mississippi? I've been to Mississippi.
Poorest parts of the whole country. I have too. Hell, I've been to some poor parts in Texas. But here's the thing. Hold on. Let me read Stacey real quick.
Okay.
Hands in the dirt. Hated politicians worse than ours. The money never reached the peak. That happens a lot. And the crazy thing is, well, it ain't crazy. The thing is that it happens in a lot of places. The thing is, and y'all ever notice, I touch on it. I never go too hard with it because I done seen. You done traveled, bro. You been around too. Most of y'all have, and you seen Nikki said it shows where our priorities lie. And David Corey said it moved the country forward. I agree with both. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Where I'm at, this is what I figured out so far. Because I'm more of a life done taught me rather than fixing. I figured, how can I improve? The only thing I done figured out, bro, that I can do is grow me some damn food and put myself in a position of self-reliance as much as possible, because I agree with nothing you said was wrong. Everything you said was true. But after that part has been covered and we agree upon said statement, how do you change that? How do you rectify that?
You do like
And
America
before
always
you
has.
answer,
Good.
and before you, I'm gonna go to the next part. The minute you use the word "we," I'm not gonna say you already lost, but in a lot of ways you have. And here's why: because most people can't get their damn families to get along. Collectively, how do we, one person or even a small group, does not have dictation, or alter the course of a not a supreme, the word escaped me, of a I had to come back to me in a minute. But yeah, bro, I see too many people have fought so long. I've said before and I'm saying again, man, bro. I really if
I
it
hear
gets,
you.
I'd rather
You
live.
finish. I can throw my little 2 cents in.
I'd rather just rather than throw all my weight behind trying to fix or alter or fight or debate with the powers that be.
Yeah.
I'd rather live next door to a micro farmer.
Okay.
I really would. I would rather live next door to a hands in the dirt. I would rather build, uh, grow my little small community and village versus trying to do all this stuff. But go ahead, man. I want to hear what you think, man.
I will go where I'm thinking. See, the problem with our situation, our society, as what you say, they gave us food stamps and welfare.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, do you think everybody was down with the civil rights movement? Do you think every black person from the South was worried about getting out of slavery? It took a handful of people to push forward for all of us. You get what I'm saying? So when we got this mentality now that I don't want to do this, I don't want to do it. But if Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all the civil rights leaders, it probably wasn't even 1% of them fight for our rights today. For you to travel back over to Tanzania, for me to date a white woman, whatever, there was a handful, not a handful, like you count really a handful. Don't take that metaphorically.
No, I know what you mean,
Of
bro.
black
No, I
people
got you.
who teamed up with other Caucasian people who didn't think like the other old, what you call the old gods, right? Y'all call them the old gods or whatever. You're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
gonna
know what you're saying.
some of us to fight for all of us. See, all of us is never going to fight. It never happened in slavery. You think all of the slaves wanted to be free? They was happy getting that cornbread.
Absolutely not.
But it was a few like Nat Turner, certain people like our ancestors. What we talk about, Harry Tubman, the Underground Railroad. There was other Caucasian people helping that system. Even in the civil rights movement, there were Caucasians fighting for justice. All of us wasn't down with it, bro. We still had heroin running. We had heroin running through our communities in the 1930s. It ain't nothing new in the 80s. 80s just got rampant because we was all in cities, but heroin always been around. Drugs always been a plague in our community.
Absolutely.
So I understand when people say, oh, the 80s and the 1970s. No, it was just rampant in the city, but heroin and all that other dope, it's been around since the 1920s, 1930s. Dope been around in our communities, but nobody gave a damn because we wasn't considered men, so nobody cared. But once somebody started caring, that's when they start looking at the numbers, and we start looking at the numbers, and then we came and migrate to the big cities, and then that's when they saw it was a big problem. But it was a big problem coming from the South, man. Guys were coming back from Korea, Vietnam War, World War II.
Well, it's fun. It's good you say that. It's good you say. Are y'all still hearing me? Look, we got bad. Hold on a minute. Micro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, it's a little finicky because we got the storms rolling through. So my Wi-Fi, just let me know if I'm getting kind of spotty. But I'm glad you mentioned that, especially like moving in and back to the big cities. So here's the thing with that. And again, you right, and I agree with about hell. I agree with all of it. I just have a little bit of a different perspective, and here's why. One first important point, I'll lead with this. This the thing, bro. For the lack of a better term, let's use this terminology and say opposition, because you're right. Those issues existed. Those issues transpired. Um, it was for anybody who really studies history or is a student of history, that there was a very small fraction of people who consisted of the movement that ultimately delivered the Civil Rights Act of everything between 1964 and 1965. The Housing Act often gets left out of that, so you also have to include the Housing Act in that. Civil rights in 2022 is not about a racial demographic anymore. In fact, I think since we're going down this road, it's really less about black people than anybody else. It's every other existing demographic, and rights and what have you. So to cover that part, and also what you just labeled and listed was experience. Now, just like the people who indulged in those movements, we can go back all the way to Reconstruction. Them folks there did what they had to do, and like you said, in slavery, that's why I brought up Reconstruction. Slavery, everybody, it was like some folk like, no sir, no sir, nope, master do me just fine. I ain't going nowhere. I completely agree. It took a small group to tilt the scales. But here's the thing. When one party has a success and the other party has a success, everybody leaves that confrontation with contingency plans and the next move. So when I sit here in 2022 and I think about what we're talking about right now, a part of me says that just like we walked or whom side A walked away with a certain level of knowledge and understanding and what my next move is going to be, so did side B. A perfect example of that is when you said people move back to the cities and that, but you was talking about the heroin and drug, which is completely true, 100% on that. But if you look at the nature and the dynamics that exist behind how gentrification actually works, I'm 40-some years old, man. Every city, the only reason that, and I ain't never been there. You know about this because you from up that way. Damn shame what happened with the Apollo. But when Harlem, because I got family up that way too. When Harlem, it is what it is now. That shit didn't start last week.
No, I didn't.
That didn't start month before last. That shit started back when I was, in my prime. When I was in my early 20s. This shit started 20 years ago.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is I'm not defeatist. I'm not being defeated. I'm just saying I've reached a point in my life where all I want and all I need is to live next to a micro farmer, to a hands in the dirt, to a starduster, to anybody in this chat right now that's talking about the same kind of shit that I'm talking about, how to live, how to survive with as much peace as you got. Because when it comes to all these politicians and this and that, if that's your bag, I support you in it. I need you to do it. I want you to do it because our voices should be heard. I'm personally just past that point because if you think about a weapon, bro. Think about, let's say, like a old SK, just a regular pistol. From the time that finger, where my finger at, y'all? I have my finger. By the time that finger, if you got 6 pounds of pressure, a 6-pound trigger pull, the time that pressure, squeeze back on that trigger and that firing pin, strike that round. I use a shotgun because I want to use something to go real slow. We're only talking about a little over 1,100 feet per second, that big 1-ounce slug. traveling through the air. Slow, 1,100 feet per second, slow as hell. By the time you hear that pow, man, that son bitch, excuse me, y'all. That doggone thing that hit you and rip through your body. A whole bunch of what society is feeling and absorbing and tasting and in angst over and can't rest and feel restless and know just something ain't right. Because like Beanie Sigel said, I can feel it in the air. Happened 50 fucking years ago. We hearing the sound now, but the shot was fired before half of us was even fucking born.
Yep.
I'm not even trying to fix that. I'm trying to live next door to a micro farmer, to a David Corey, to Hands in the Dirt, to Nikki. Look, man, I can't emphasize enough for people, find your village. Neighbor might be the best grower, you got the greenest thumbs in the world. And then the person on this side of the street, they all about solar. They got a battery bank the size of your doggone living room. Find your village. Because worrying about what these folks doing, I don't see that as giving up. I see that as me being like, shit, like you said, bro. And you said it is what it is. We can't change it.
We can change. We can change. We can change.
Go ahead,
it takes
fam.
a lot of us to make that change happen because it got to a point where I don't know, because I grew up like you. I grew up in the lack of the lap of luxury, in a sense of not growing my own food when we was younger. You know, we went to the supermarket, to the fruit stands, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older, you start realizing I did other things too, bro. I'm not gonna come out here and walk like I walked the Saint line, but I benefit from the nonsense of in our community. Yeah. I benefited from it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna come up here now because I'm an old man. Act like I didn't do dirt because everybody have dirt on them. Trust what I tell you. Some of these people right now sitting up act like they
bro. I'm tracking.
Dirt. Yeah, you froze. Dang. Oh, okay, here you go. So a lot of us walk around here act like
say that last part again.
You know, I was saying a lot of us walk around here sanctified. I come from the sidewalks. You know what I mean? I benefit from the nonsense. But then I recognize the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? If you continue as an old person to really not understand what's going on and what's really going on, because when you young, like I was young, I'm young, older than you, but I was young, man, I was dumb. That's why I can tell people, and some people get peed off when I say it. I was dumb, bro. If I know what I knew now, I'd be probably up there the next Elon Musk. If I knew what I know now, how the world was going to change around me. I was all about the shiny, flashy, light-skinned, fit brother, not this old broken man you see at this point in time. Shit, I had it going on. I mean, money in the pockets, bro. Money just coming.
I understand.
I was trying to be a bad boy. I was trying to be
a G-Mama.
Boy, and didn't even have to be a bad boy. That's the crazy stuff about my life. I didn't come up hard. I was one of those kids that y'all talk about now. He wanted to be a bad boy, but then he had to grow up like that. Like niggas be around where I live there, like,
bro, I done seen that.
What are you doing this for? Your parents got your father got money, but I still want to be that cat. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell people, like, I tell the young boys, like, listen, man, ain't nothing at the end of that road. I've been there, bro. It's nothing but burials, going to funerals.
It happened.
You know, it ain't nothing at the end of the day but handcuffs, and you might not come home. So I try to tell you,
hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I had a.
That's one thing.
Well, somebody needs to tell them. I hope they listen to you. I bumped into a cat, man, that he did 13 years. He did a 13-year bid. Cool guy. We lived not too far from each other, and we was great conversation or whatever. And he said, first off, I understood because I saw that myself growing up. Because I had partners who, you know what I'm saying, mom and dad in the house, nice side of town. Like we don't even dream of living over there. Stayed over on our side of town, hanging out, you know, and we were having fun. We were kids, and that was before things got a little grimy, and we, you know, did our little dirt when we were younger. But this other brother, man, did a 13-year bid and said the craziest part of it all is that he grew up with everything he could have ever wanted. Mom and dad at the house. Even during the time that he was incarcerated, he kept money on his books. He never longed for nothing. He always had something because he still had that family dynamic
Yep.
behind him. So, don't beat yourself up, man. It is what it is.
I ain't beat
You
myself up.
older, you
I
wiser, you
benefit
trying to
from
tell
it.
young cat.
But I tell the young cats, and the only thing I would say when I talk to the young cats that I left behind in the Bronx where I'm from, is that I didn't just talk to them and preach to them. If they needed anything, man, you ain't got to do that, bro. Let's do this. Go get you a barbershop. I'll front you that money. That's what I say. A lot of things you do in life, you can turn around and do good with it. That's what I say. You know that saying they used to say, sometimes people got to do bad to do good? That's me. Did bad things to do good for some reason. For some reason,
it happened.
The true saying, you got to do bad to do good, because there was young boys now. Well, they men now. That you come on, man. Come on back, get a barbershop. A lot of cats used to cut hair, And hey, get the barbershop. Your auntie can do hair. She can do perms. There you go, bro. The guy only want $1,500 at the time, like $1,500 a month for the whole storefront. You know what I mean? Go ahead, man. You ain't even got to pay me back, because I would blow this up on some stupid crap anyway, bro. You know what I mean? So I left a lot of people in my community that came from to do better. Now they don't even live in our community. They are doing the same thing with their children, their cousins, and all that. So somebody's got to grab one. At least grab one or two people. You can't save them all. That's what I'm going to tell you. You can't save them all. But if you grab one or two,
exactly. Then mission accomplished. And I feel the same way about people encouraging folks to prep and grow garden. Hold on, I want to acknowledge a few people. Miss Audrey, she been in here. I want to get back to some of this chat. Danny Days Homestead. I follow you. Y'all check out Danny Days. That's who Andell was talking about in her chat, in her live, in her premiere earlier. Danny Days has been reaching out. I've been checking out some of her content. She's been checking out ours, and she's just real good about responding and reaching out and being open with people. So we appreciate having you over here. And Best Yet Journey, I ain't even see you tip off in here. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I didn't even see the chat. Best Yet Journey. Hey, Nikki. Hey, y'all. Everybody. Yeah, but see,
everybody.
I had the privilege of growing with a father who came from the South, went to Chicago. Was whatever you want to call a Chicago gang member, old school gang member.
Yeah.
And then he came to New York following mom. My mom left him because he was living a bad life, and she came to New York, and I was a pickup baby. And he just told me, he's like, you got to help some people. You just can't walk through the world just me, because you're not gonna make it. There's always gonna be somebody to help you get where you need to go. And a lot of cats before me, a lot of cats when I got into the real job, because my older sister, I love her to death, and she said something. Sometimes people could say something to you and change your whole life. They ain't even got to preach it to you. They could just say something. You could be all mad as hell, and when you walk away and get you a little cold beverage to drink, it hits you. She's right. Because what changed my world was I had kids. Right? And my sister, just as a black woman of America, told me, you talk about you love your daughters, right? You ain't gonna be here for them. I ain't fuck you talking. Walked away. Probably, kid you not, probably maybe an hour or two, all that shit just hit me like a door. Bam! You ain't gonna be here, bro. The way we was going, you talk about you love your kids, but you gonna die out here in these streets doing what you do. And that's how I became going ahead and got a legal job, because my sister got me that, not job. The deal with my sister was, my old sister was, she's gonna put the applications in for me, right? And I had to just take my behind and take the exams. I was smart. There was nothing dumb about it. And she just said, you know what? I know I ain't gonna change you overnight, but she said, I'm gonna put the application in. She out of her own pocket paid for the exams. And she told me to take them. So on Saturday, I told my boy, y'all gotta go. Made that promise to my sister, went to the high schools when they gave out the exams to fill out for these city jobs. And I went and took the exams. Happened, the police department called me, and New York Transit Authority called me at the same time. And I had to make that decision. And I said to myself, I wasn't ready yet as a man to be a police officer. I've probably been a dirty cop. I would have probably been a dirty cop. And some told me, nah, just go over the same money without getting yourself in trouble. And I became a transit authority bus driver, right? I could have easily became a police officer, but I knew I had too many dirty friends, and even my mind wasn't even set. My mind wasn't set right until I reached about 35, y'all. My mind was not set in the capacity until I was 35 years of age. When it really sunk on you, a man, you got bills to pay, you got kids to look after, you know, and that way really
everybody grew up at different times.
And that's why I tell a lot of women here is sometimes it's choices, Nikki, but at the end of the day, sometimes when 90% of your friends are doing dirt and bad, you try not to look like the outsider, because those things, that hate comes around real quick. You see a lot of these young rappers that make it, they got hate friends that they grew up with actually killing them because they think they feel he better than now because he got a job, he making money, and they still struggling. And you keep coming back in your same neighborhood, because that's the problem I feel that's going on in a lot of these states with moms. Their sons are in bad situations, but they can't move. They cannot move and get away from the environment they in. The young boy, he want to change.
Well,
but
that's what I was finna say. That's what I was finna say, man.
They let him out. He's coming straight back to his mom's house, back into the same hood that he came from. So I think a lot of programs can be made for women who want to relocate. You know, I don't know. Just like they did with Louisiana.
No, it's a possibility. I mean, at this point, it couldn't hurt. But I mean, anything that might work will probably won't make legislation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just, I think it's a great idea.
But these are the things I would love anybody in the chat if they actually go, instead of asking for reparations, make it where the court system, like if a mom coming there, like I was a beanbag at the age of 15, y'all, right? But I never got snatched up by none because I didn't live in a certain neighborhood where they messed with us because we was in a certain neighborhood, even though the cops brung us home just like they brung little Billy and Joey. Because we lived in a certain community that they did not ran us down and gave us a JO card. They didn't run us to the precinct. They actually grabbed us by them back in the day shirts that didn't rip off your body. I don't care how much you pulled, the shirt wouldn't rip.
Right.
They grabbed you and they brung my card, knocked on your parents' door, and your parents took care of you. I mean, literally took care of you. It wasn't no ACS.
We'll see that's something else. That's something else, man. And this is something that I have it's not a problem with, but I think sometimes the lines get blurred, right? Because we got two different things going on, but it seems to coalesce into one conversation. And sometimes when we remember the past, it comes with a certain, especially, well, at least for me, as we get older, we unintentionally remember things in I kind of romanticize the past, and I had to check myself about that. Because when you long for yesterday, and every day that I live is another day that it just seemed like shit used to be so much better. You know, because I go back to the 90s all the time. I mean, especially since my brother passed, man. I think about being a teenager back in, in East Texas, man. And boy, you couldn't keep us out of Dallas. You couldn't keep us out of Shreveport, Louisiana. You couldn't keep us from hitting the little college towns around there. And, you know what I'm saying, trying to go to the Kappa and do all that kind of stuff. In Houston. That's a whole nother video. But my point is, I don't think that's coming back because, and after this, I'm going to catch up with the chat a little bit, but I want to say this real quick before I forget. When we really think about it, man, the reason that you could have somebody, and I don't know because you didn't say that for sure or not, but I grew up I said this to you, Microfarmer, we've been on other chats, other lives before. Certain parts of my childhood, the neighborhood I grew up in the 70s, it really looked like in the heat of the night. Wasn't you? That was you the other night talking about, you said you wouldn't stop there because it was some of them little row houses you could see, open the front door and see out the back door.
Yep.
Hey, well, shit, I grew up in something like that, but it was just a little wider. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just straight long. It was just a little wider, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the bottoms, bro. If y'all ever seen In the Heat of the Night, that's what it was. But it was an all black neighborhood, and I came along right at the ass end of where that community was absorbed into the larger society. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
So again, I ask, how do we minus my suggestion of us finding and building, and in 2022 with the way shit looking, man, your village could, and you will never hear me walking around talking about diversity and not in that capacity, but here, your village might have some folks not of the same hue, and I say that as a man living over here in Africa. Your village might have some Pacific Islanders, some Asians, it's about mindset at this point, in my opinion.
Now, if
Again, if
I
you
was,
ain't growing something,
yeah,
slaughtering, go ahead.
I see. This is my thing. You know, I know a lot of us as American blacks were asking for this reparation thing. You know, they always throw that out there on the deck. I think every state has a section of land, just like I'm not trying to say like the Native Americans, right? Whatever they want to call natives to the land here, is that
Mm-hmm.
maybe we don't want monetized money wise. We want them to give us some land where we can relocate some of these trouble kids. Maybe we can reach our own children instead of locking up behind those doors, you know, where other people's running the game. Like, you know what? We see a how good.
Micro. What you
Yep.
do, bro? What you use? Microform. You use that word again.
What?
It's hard, ain't it?
No. What I'm saying as okay. When I say we, I'm saying the people that call themselves black leaders. Okay. No,
right.
To be our leaders and going up there asking for certain things, but they keep asking for certain things that doesn't matter to our community. Which
I got you.
I don't even know, homeboy. He's talking about he's a black leader. I never met you in my life. How you speaking for me? You don't even come into certain neighborhoods.
Exactly.
I see you asking for stuff. I'm like, had he showed up in your community in Texas? Did he show up in your community in Atlanta? Why is this guy pops up on television talking about he's a black leader?
Right.
I have not seen one in this area.
Right.
That I've been in. But all of a sudden he's a district leader. Something he's speaking. I'm like, dude, you missed all points. Would you say PowerPoints? He missing all the points in this problem here. So is he really connected to your community as a black leader? Is he really connected to the black community? That's why I was asking about Obama. I'm not trying to knock Obama.
And I'm glad you said that.
Our community. He grew up in Hawaii with some decent grandparents.
Yeah.
Was he connected to our community?
Yeah, we've been.
It's a lot of these senators and people that's up there.
Yeah.
Are they connected to your community in any which way? You know, he's up there. He looks like us. Is we in his best interest? That's always I want to ask. You know.
Yeah, and I completely get that, but that's why I never indulge in the reparations conversation. That's why I never indulge, because people have so many different views, and I don't disagree with you at all, bro. Because I've several times, and especially in my adult life, I've been like, who the hell are you? I don't, and then all of a sudden you have the wherewithal and the self positioning to say that you're speaking on my behalf, but that's such a complicated situation. It's not really complex, but look at it like this: when somebody says, let me come to Connecticut, right? And then I buy a van, I buy a Sprinter or something, and I'm driving around Connecticut saying with a bullhorn, I speak for Microfarmer. I speak for Microfarmer. I think the part sometimes people miss is, rather than me, the person out front saying it, who bought me that van? Who bought me that bullhorn? Who wrote the script that I'm going around saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's all encompassing. It absorbs all of that part of it too, which I'm no longer interested in doing in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because I feel like I see what's coming, and I'm already at a point where I'm completely. And you right, boy. But I tell you this, bro. When it comes to the whole reparations argument and position, and it's frustrating for me for two reasons before I leave it alone altogether. One is No, fuck it. Forget it. I'm just gonna make it one thing, and it touches on what you said earlier.
Yeah.
It touches on what you said earlier. When you can wake up one morning and say we finna give 800 million Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you didn't need a committee. You didn't need research. You didn't need a study to be performed.
Yep.
You didn't need decades worth of HB 40. You know, and again, that was a time in my life years back before I put my focus on caring for my mom in the evening of her life. I really cared about this shit. I was like into it, and I was studying. I was learning. I give. Okay, let's play. We finna. It ain't Saturday night, y'all, but we finna play a game. What YouTuber that you know don't give a damn about that? About anything related to stuff like that anymore? Because it's me, by the way, so everybody, I'm sending y'all a virtual hug. Cause
Oh,
man,
there's a lot.
I mean,
There's a lot more. I mean, I'm not gonna put nobody under the bus, but there's a lot more. And this is what I'm saying. Like you said, you want to be next to a microphone. You see the stuff I grow outdoors out there.
yeah, you don't even eat half of it.
I give that away. I give that away to
Exactly.
people that's right here. My community is bigger than what it is, but my neighbors all around me benefits from that. It's doctors in Stanford that don't even live in my community benefit from me growing this stuff that y'all gonna see this on top. And I can be selfish like a lot of people. This is for me and my family only. I ain't giving nobody nothing. But
bro,
some seeds and let God do his work. So if God let whatever I threw out there come up there, if it's more than enough that my family eat, y'all can have some too.
Exactly. And that's who you need on your team, in my opinion. Or at least that's who I'm trying to have on mine, man. That's who I'm trying to have on mine, because this other shit, it's exhausting, and somebody got to do it. So kudos to the people who still
exact word. And I say that to my wife. I say that to the EMT people, the paramedics. When your ass go for them ditch down there, somebody got to go down there and get you. Somebody got
to do it.
Somebody's got to go get you half dead with your body half cut off. Somebody's got to go down down that hill, down that trench down there, and come get you up to bring you back to your family, half dead or alive. Somebody's got to go do it. Somebody, like my wife, she got to put her hand inside your chest cavity to stop the bleeding so they can get you to surgery. She's got to put her hand like you putting in a turkey to stop the bleeding of your son who got just shot up in the neighborhood. Come through my wife is an ER nurse, and she had to put fingers. That's why I'm so scared to mess with her nowadays, because she probably have no problem cutting my head right because she done put her hand in people. She done massage people's hearts with her hand. She done stop people bleeding out to get them up to the emergency room. So her and dissecting you ain't nothing to her. I'm just being honest. I'd be so like nervous every time. Don't let me. I'll probably punch her if she's standing over me looking at me, because I'm like, "What you looking at?" I'd be scared.
It get real, man.
Because she have gotten so used to like a lot of like my mom.
Hey, Starduster.
I love my mom. I wasn't raised with my mom, right? I remember the first time I see my mom kill a goat. My brother-in-law, we went down to visit my mom one day on her little spot, right? So she had a couple of goats. My mom went, got the goat, slit its throat like it was nothing. Gut it, skinned it, cut the boom, 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 right? My brother-in-law, he passed away now, and my sister was his wife, passed away now, both of them gone. He started throwing, bro. My mother slaughtered a goat with no problem, y'all. It wasn't a French what hit the darn goat in the neck, blood just
That's how you do it.
Cut it in quarters, boom, boom. She did the whole thing. My brother-in-law sit over there throwing up. Now he's from the Bronx like me. Throwing up. I'm just as shocked as a young man. Like, my mom has no, like some of y'all who actually do your own killings and butchering and stuff have no problem. So I just imagine that wasn't a chicken. That wasn't a chicken. That was a full-grown goat. Slit it like it was not a problem. And that let me know my mom was not a woman.
Hold on. Starduster.
Yeah.
Starduster, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. Hey, I can hear you now. Yeah.
But but we do need to like, I just want people to say, all the gardeners here that we know, we're a garden community, whatever. Even though I see my neighbors not they're not prepping. And one of my neighbor next door to me, she said the same thing. Why should I prep when I got you next door? Same thing what you just said earlier. I'd rather live next to a micro farmer. My neighbor right in front of me, he want to get a garden going, but they work so hard. He claimed he can't get it started because he don't have the time. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I got 1, 2, the one skunk over I don't like next to me. The people here, right here, none of them have gardens. None of them. So I know I am a target right here between these 20-something homes.
Yeah,
I'm going to be the target. Now, either I grow enough that we all as a community, we can eat together, or chances are I'm going to have to leave because there's no way in the world me, a family of 4, is going to take on almost 20 or 30 families. It's not, I'll die for it. I'm not willing to die for it. I'd rather grab my seeds, put it in my shirt, and keep it moving. Because I hear some people say, I'll die before I let it take it. Listen, change. They ain't got a problem killing you taking it because that's the American way. They come and slaughter you and take it from you. I'd rather give them chickens and these raised beds and these fruit trees and go on with my family, start all over. That's why you need to keep seeds in a package like this. See? Keep you some seeds in your go-away bag, go getaway bag. If you have to leave your little homestead, your farm, your backyard garden, don't sit there and fight for it because you're going to get overran. Learn from the military. Guys in Vietnam, Afghans that got overran with the best weapons. Your little machine gun, you got a little AK, fit, whatever. You ain't stopping a whole bunch of hungry people. That's
this will defend. Well, at some point, you know, that's
God give you a brain.
You
gotta back off and let it go.
I say plan A and plan B. You be ready for both of them. I always be ready to fall back, but at the same time, sometimes you got to hold the line. So I get it. But if you got a village and all of y'all defending each other, but anyway, look, let me Stardust to go for it, babe. What you got going on? How you doing? Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I was coming to comment on what you guys were talking about with the family and the community thing, and to say thank you. Started to write it down in the chat, but it might seem like a little bit of a complaint, but I'm gonna say it anyway because we got to do better in our community. Period. Like the cliquey stuff ain't getting it. That's a detriment to our future. It's not a benefit to our future, and a lot of us, and I'm gonna say it again, don't have the family support. So we need better networks.
I dig that. I agree 100%. That's why I say, I mean, I'm not even in the States right now, and 100% almost of the people around me, I say like 97% are not. They just straight Tanzanian. So whatever your circumstances, situation is, find like-minded people and build your village. And sometimes I'm 100%. It ain't gonna be family. I got folks in my family I don't even talk to at all about nothing that I do with regards to this. I done mentioned it once or twice. They made it known that, you know, how they feel about it, or maybe think I'm crazy, or what the hell, this ain't gonna happen and that ain't gonna happen, and I let it go. I don't even try to build with those people because I look at these lines they laying out out in the field, and they just wait. They conserve energy. I'd rather put that energy into trying to add on to my chicken coop at the house or help build my business, because putting energy and worrying about folks who you ain't on the same level with is one thing, a waste. Well, actually two, a waste of your damn time and a waste of your energy. Find people who you vibing with, and the rest of them, it is what it is. And yes, that goes for family. That's for me. That's just me.
Everybody.
But go ahead.
I think that's for everybody. I mean, I've seen some of the chats. It's true. It's like you can't save the whole community. Like you say, if you get
real quick, Micro, I'm sorry. Yeah. What are we doing this for? Are we doing this for ourselves, or are we doing it for our future? Like, what's the real reason behind what we do?
When you say
everybody got a different reason.
Yeah.
All right. You asking who future you talking about?
That's what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, everything I'm doing.
When we're growing our food.
Hold up. You asked the question. I'm going to answer it. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this for my family, my bloodline. First of all, that's I'm giving my bloodline a chance to survive. Now, if the other bloodlines on the side of me and the left side, the right side of me want to join in, I'm fine and dandy with that too. But at the end of the day, it's giving my children that came out of my loins a fighting chance to survive. Not saying they're going to survive at all, but I'm going to give them that fighting chance. That's why I buy properties all around America in case they got to leave Connecticut and go here. They can skip and hop around this country, and sooner or later they're going to be able to leave this country. I'm going to Tanzania. When I get my passport, I'm waiting. I'm either Morocco or where if they can get off this place and get it going like he did, get up and get out of here. If things go, I giving my kids a fighting chance to survive. There's no saying that they are 99% going to survive whatever might be coming down. Me and you, Stardust might be long and gone before the thing really hit the fan. But you know what? Their grandmother, their grandfather, their uncle done had a spot that they can get away if they could. Give them a fighting chance. That's all I ask anybody in this whole garden community. Give your family a fighting chances to survive. Not saying they're going to survive.
Mm-hmm.
To survive.
Well, that's why I was asking the question, what is the purpose for us doing this? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we can say we're doing it for our families, but it's still for our families, our future. That's what I was saying when I'm asking that question. We're not just doing it for right now, today, because, yes, we are trying to prepare for right now, today, but we're also preparing for when we're not here. What can we pass on to our children, to our family members, to our legacies in the future? That's what I meant when I say, what are we doing this for? So it's great. In my opinion, if you're not taking care of yourself first, you're not going to benefit anybody else. So we have to start with our families. You know what I mean? That's what's going to make us more stronger. And then as we build up our families, then our families spill over to our communities. Then our communities spill over to, our townships, our cities, whatever. So that's why I agree. Question, so that we can find common ground in, this is the thing too, like we don't have to necessarily like each other as people, because it's a lot of communities out here where they don't like each other, but they support each other financially. And that's what we need to do as gardeners too. Find a way to support each other. Like with Hummer having his books and stuff like that. Don't just, buy his other products. Support with his books. You know what I mean? This man has been through a lot, and he done published 2 books. Like, who can say that they done did that? You know what I mean? That's a big deal. So we gotta support each other in little things, is what I'm saying too. Like when you come on each other's page, and there's a lot of ladies in this chat that be very supportive of each other. When y'all literally come on somebody's page who really don't have that type of support, right? And you say, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Oh, your garden looks beautiful. Just encouraging words, positivity. It's a great thing. I don't know. I ain't feeling it sometimes over here like that no more.
Hey, Butt Nugget.
Stardust, you ain't alone. You ain't alone. I'm more popular than most of the people here. And you look at my subscriber count. People, they know who I am.
Yeah, but it's not about the subscriber count.
No. What I'm saying, what you was pointing on, everybody's not going to support you the way you want to be supported.
I ain't talking about that supporting me. It don't have to necessarily be me.
No, it can be anybody. This is that platform, Stardust.
It's just a breakdown, period, in general in society that we got to work on. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh shit! Man. That for me, Stardust. For me, that's a little too macro.
It's too broad. You mean? Because I'm not trying to say we got to save everybody. That's not what I'm saying. It's about us.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying, and even us.
And I don't mean us when I say black people. I don't mean black people when I say us. I'm talking about people doing what we doing, period.
Even us. I don't even, like, my frame of thinking ain't even that deep with it, because for me, for one, we not finna be all on the same accord.
Right.
As far as clicking, I guess because I give the F's I got is let me check my pocket. I ain't got none. I don't even care. I don't care about click. I don't even notice it. Like, I don't even see it. And if I do think I see it, I still don't give a damn. I wake up every day as happy as I can be. And matter of fact, one of the things that help put me in that frame of mind is your affirmations, because you usually, I don't know what time you do them in the evening, but like I said, if somebody go live or do something or put a community thing out or something, and it's 6 or 7 o'clock at night, man, it's somewhere between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning over here. I see that shit when I get up in the morning. One of the first things I tend to see every morning is I usually see something from Cali Pooh Bear. I see something from you, and I sit there and I might be drinking my tea or my coffee, and I read it, and then I get ready to do my little morning meditation and things, and that's what I sit with. All the other shit, man, clicks, I don't see them because I don't give a damn about them. Saving people, or not even, I don't want to use that word, saving people or dealing with people or concerning myself with people who, see, one thing I have to keep in mind too, you guys are parents, so you coming from more of a lineage, and you thinking about things that you could only describe to me. Now, I do have nieces and nephews that I
That's where you
love
live.
and I want the
That's where you
best for
live,
them. But guess what? My nieces and nephews got mamas and daddies. Yeah. So I'm not finna overstep, but it's
hold up.
not that I
I would
don't
like to
care.
I
It's
like to
just that
interject you. I
at
like to
this
interject
phase in
you real
my
quick.
life.
I want to interject you. My sister, my older
Go
sister,
ahead. Go ahead.
children. My older sister, that the last biological sister I have on this planet, my oldest, she's 62 now, and she lived for her niece and nephew, regardless of what I do for my kids or my other sister's children do for their kids, because she's a great aunt and stuff. She's still,
Absolutely.
even though she's not a biological mother, her nieces is, and shit, her brother is her baby. You know what I mean? Her baby brother. We look at her as a mother figure. So she lives. So even though you're not a dad yet, or what the story is, you still could live as a parent through your niece and nephew, regardless if they got a mother and dad. Because I know some mothers and dads who are sisters and brothers. Their sisters and brother ain't doing jack diddy squat, but you an uncle can show those nieces and nephews the way. You ain't got to take over now, but just show them, hey, the uncle's doing it over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And without overstepping your boundary.
And that's pretty, you right.
Live through your niece and nephews. If you don't, God don't bless you. But at this point, he may be giving you another blessing to, show your nieces and nephews there's another way.
Bro. And you absolutely right. And not only my biological nieces and nephews here in the community that I have, that April and I have here, that we've built here, man. Some of the children that are in my life over this time I think about what it'll be like 5 years from now. Some of them getting ready to go to secondary school. I feel, and it's just me, that's why I don't worry about it, and I'm still kind of answering Stardust the question a little bit. We don't have kids, and we don't know if we'll have any. You get old, you get comfortable. We decided not to when we was younger, and now we in a place, we got routines and stuff. We just at where we at. But my connection with the universe, my connection with the Most High, I feel like we always gonna be okay. I don't worry about getting old and not having anybody to care for me or love me or whatever, because if you walk right while you walking right, you're gonna be all right when you can't walk. In my opinion. Now, I can't prove none of that. I don't know what life's gonna be like 20 years down the road or 30 years down the road. But I feel like if I continue and we continue on a humble path, I don't know, one of the kids that because we don't talk about that a lot. Some of the families we help, some of the people that we do for that's within our means, hell, they might be the next president of Tanzania. I don't know. That's not why we do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're gonna be all right. But speaking of Stardust, I understand what you're saying. That's just not where I'm at, because I've been down that road and sacrificed so much of myself, and me trying to convince people and show people, hey, if I'm doing it, you can doing it, and
that's not. I
I
don't
just
know.
finally got burned out.
That's not really where I'm coming from.
No, go for
I
it.
really would like to see more. I don't know. I just feel like the energy is different. Like,
you mean with us? I don't understand.
no,
You mean like
I'm like with someone in my shoes, someone like me, right? I don't have the when I sit here and say, well, I don't have the family support. I don't have these things that other people have. When I bring it up, it's like I'm complaining. Ain't nobody really trying to understand, or overstand and supplement the deficit that's there. That's
I got you.
I don't want to seem like I'm complaining, but it helped when I heard you guys talking about those things, because I feel like when it comes from a man, other people might hear it better than when it comes from a woman in my scenario. Do that make any sense?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
kind of.
Yeah.
That's what people have been saying in this YouTube streets. You have to find your tribe. You got to find. It might come out of YouTube. Hold on, it might come out of YouTube. It might come out your local church. You might find a not a bloodline family that will support you. I don't know, like I said, I don't know nobody's lives like that. But if you're looking for some type of support, you might have to go out there and find that support. You might have to go into a support group in your community. I mean, if it goes through a local church, maybe at the community center, they have support groups out there. For probably have support groups for everything, really. And somebody who want to hear you out, because like you said, basically YouTube is not here to air out your dirty laundry or whatever you're going through, because nobody gives a damn too much in YouTube, but a certain few people. Like I said, people reach out to me on the individual, and I just try to talk. I'm not no TD Jakes either, but at the end of the day, I help out as much as I can with people. But sometimes you just gotta go out there and find, just like a stray cat out there, stray dog. He got to fight. He done got kicked away from a couple of homes until he found somebody gonna take him in. That's how to me the world works. You can get kicked down a million times before somebody take you in and say, "Hey, this is like a sister to me."
Right.
But
y'all see what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about me. It's about art. Like, I have children too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we are doing this for our seeds, our future, our youth. Mm-hmm. But like, there are things that my children may not get exposed to because they don't have the opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. And it is about finding your tribe. But like, if my tribe ain't local to me, how does that really benefit my child? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start looking out for each other's future. It is about us, but we can't just be so much where it's just about us. It's about being involved with those who are on the same level with us, who are like-minded, trying to push the envelope to learn the same things we're learning, but to establish other programs and stuff so that other children whose parents are on the same page with us, that may not have the same opportunities. I'm just trying to find ways
you're
available to those.
You are 100% right. And let me tell you something. I'm an uncle to a lot of kids that ain't bloodline to me. That's your Uncle Homer. I became uncles without even being asked to be an uncle. That's your Uncle Homer. Like,
oh wow,
that's how it comes out.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, microphone. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, we got to drop this link, man. Audrey want to come up and say something.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Audrey, you better get on up. Let me get
all right.
Let me see if Audrey, give us a second. We're gonna get you.
But but what I'm saying is,
gotcha.
I feel something like, hey, Stardust is a lot of women who do call me, and a lot of people is concerned about my wife, like women.
Hey, y'all hold it down for me real quick. I'll be right
women
back.
call me. I don't have those issues because my wife knows where I'm coming from. Yes, I have my little drink every now and then. I don't get drunk around my kids. I don't even drink if I'm here by myself with my kids. I know that was a little concern for some people. Listen, I don't use cannabis, never smoke a cigarette, never smoke this stuff, use stuff. The last time I used something was the other day when I laughed about that cookie. I got messed up with that cookie. My wife get upset. She don't like drinking. She don't like none of this stuff, cannabis stuff here, of us personally using it. So she didn't marry me because I was a cool dude smoking weed and doing the nonsense stuff. She married me basically because I'm a great guy, a real great guy that you're gonna see, where she came from a lifestyle, not some people, and God put her towards me, and that's how I look at it. It was a God's blessing to me, regardless of what other people think about it. She's 20 years younger than me, but it was a God's blessing where I was asking God to send me somebody who's really got her head on her shoulder, right? Mm-hmm. She was looking for somebody to love her. Because she felt not as Stardust talking about, she felt a certain way about her family. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to live poor. Now she making her business not to be poor ever again. And she found a person that was a little older than her to make that happen for her. And now she is off on the runnings, and she takes care of the same family that, whatever, you know what I mean? The same mm-hmm. piece of crap. She take care of them. Now she has the ability, and that's always your family at the end of the day is still your family, regardless of what you go through. Your family's your family. Even if
there's people out there that are, orphans and stuff. I don't mean to be that drastic, but there are folks, you know what I mean, that they've been through foster system. They don't have no support system. I'm not an orphan, but I just come from a family that's not together. You know what I mean? But there are folks out there that don't have no support. And you know, how do we support those children? I'm not, and let me address this one comment in the chat that was by Drops Family Garden. Says Stardust or two, no one is on the same level. As soon as you expect this, you'll be able to move forward. Amen. I appreciate that. But that's the problem, is I have to acknowledge, if I put expectations on things, and I have to acknowledge that, you know, that's my own fault. So whatever comes out as a result of the expectation, that's, you know, that's on me. But it's not about an expectation for people to be on the same level, because I already know people aren't on the same level. Some people, you know, ain't even thought about dropping a seed and growing some food. You know what I mean? Some people don't, it doesn't, it's not a thought in their brain that, oh, I need to go get gas because the gas prices are going up and I might not be able to fill up my tank. You know what I mean? So I get that. I just wanted to address that because I don't think that we're on the same page. That's not really where I'm going with this comment.
You're right. You're 100%. I think I said it on somebody live yesterday. Wasn't it on somebody live yesterday? And I said that we're giving you my money to pay me back. I'd rather just give it to you because I know you didn't do good with your own money. Like you said, people are not dropping seeds. But if that front garden that y'all see me in right now, is so many plants in that place right there, if somebody drove up a couple with kids and say, sir, I like the corn, I like the lettuce and the stuff you got there. Can I have some? I'm like, take some. I ain't saying take all, because sometimes you take what you want. They take the whole goddamn thing. But I will get them a bag and I'll literally will hand it to them. Now, what's growing behind me in my yard, my backyard, that's why it's 2 gardens. You see what I mean? All that stuff y'all see in the front of my videos, if y'all been watching my videos, all that's a throwaway, because I cannot stop nobody from stealing anything that comes up out in the front there. You know, I'm not even going to shoot nobody for no damn vegetables. I ain't going to lie. Right. I probably think, yeah, goddamn it.
Unless you're trying to break in my house and kill me over
there. You come over this fence. You come behind this fence, because there's 2 gardens. I have 2 gardens growing. It's behind the fence. What's behind the fence is mine. I got 2 fruit trees. If you want some plums to make some plum jams and syrup and shit, there's a maple tree out there. You want to get a tap that front tree out there and get you some syrup. Whatever's in that front of this house is all for the public if you want it. But if you come over the fence, then it's a whole nother ball game. Then
open season. You know, but that's the thing, like, because what Growing with Hudson just said was a really good thing. They don't believe nothing is happening. It's a lot of people who are like that, right? But it's a lot of people who do know that stuff's happening. They just don't have a resource or a hand of guidance on, you know what I mean? What should I do? Because I do have folks up in Cincinnati still that call me on the phone, and, you know, they live in the hood. They living in bad conditions. You know what I'm saying? But what do I need to do? I need to grow something. I want to grow. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, well, try to talk to the other folks around you, see if anybody else is interested like you are, and y'all try to come together and do something for yourselves. You know what I mean? But like,
you might be Stardust. You probably like my wife at that point, but you just don't want to realize what you are to your family. You are that one. See, my wife is that one.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm strong enough to do it.
No. What I'm saying, you don't. My wife is the one. See, you see, it's always going to be a leader of the pack. So Stardust, you might be the leader. They looking at you, but you like, nobody's helping me. But you're the one that helping them. Like you said, you have the property, you have your son. Even though you
Micro, I know. Let me hear you. Let me tell you that, baby. I'm there. I'm not complaining about like, oh, I can't make it, because I am the one. I'm doing it. I'm leading by example.
Okay.
My ancestors put this on me. Get out of the city, go buy some land and learn how to grow food. You know what I'm saying? Know nothing about this in my history as far as somebody teaching how to grow food. You know what I mean? Or being around it. So I'm good. You know what I mean? I am so thankful to be in the situation that I'm in. What I'm saying is that there are other people who still look up to me still, but I'm not there anymore. I'm talking about, not even me, just forget me. There are people who want to be able to go out and build community gardens. They just don't know how to start it. How do we put that information out there? That's one of the things I'm trying to do here. I got lucky and met the lady who's running for county commissioner. She was out the other day, you know, making her rounds because she's running for office again. So I got to meet her, and that was a blessing because I told her what kind of things I'd like to do here in this area. And so I have her I have her contact number, and I'm going to be working with her, and she's going to help me link up with other people. So I'm going to find out about some grants and stuff like that to get an organization going. My organization is geared toward helping other people who want to be able to grow food for themselves, but they don't have a place to do it or something like that. So I'm talking about like a community garden. Those are the type of things. I guess I was getting off track.
No, you're on the right track. I'm just saying. I mean, you're ahead of the train for right now, but you're on the right track because maybe there is some county land. I don't know where you at, so that's why I can't speak for where you at. There are community gardens in my area. There's bigger than my property. A community garden that feeds the community. And the kids come out and help. The high schools come, the kids from the kindergarten, they come out and they plant. They got a whole festival going on the other side of the track. So I'm saying they got a huge Home Depot, Lowe's, a lot of these companies donate this stuff to the community because they have what they call a community liaison. So they actually get plants. Home Depot that's down the road here donates to these community gardens. They all over the place. So maybe I don't know where you at. That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for where you at because I don't live there. But if you feel that in your community, a lot of people might just don't know, you might get, when you hook up with that lady you talk about, actually maybe the county might let you, give you a little half acre or something that you can actually grow for the community, where people that lives in the community can actually come get those bell peppers and onions and corn that you're going to grow there. Because there's always county land available. Might not be next door to you, but there's county land available.
Well, and that's the type of stuff I'm saying. So the people who have this knowledge, how do we help those who don't have access to this knowledge but want it? That's where I'm trying to say.
Like I said,
I'm talking about how we can become people who like hold.
No, I can tell you, we only can speak for your community.
Through nepotism, you know what I'm saying? And we got to stop looking at it from that way and be like, okay, it's other folks who want this information and knowledge too. Okay, I was on another live, right? And there was these ladies who they were talking about how they help other people start their own businesses, right? Something as simple as registering for an LLC. And they were talking about how they couldn't understand why other people would charge just to walk somebody through an LLC. Yes, a lot of people do, and we're not saying that people shouldn't. That's not what they're saying. But what they were saying was there needs to be other avenues as well for people who may not have the money to go pay to have it done. That make any sense? What I'm saying? Like, it's not about me. In general, all over, there are people who want access to what we have, but nobody's making it available to them. And with us being more knowledgeable, I do feel like it should be on us to help those who want to help themselves. I'm not saying, go out there and save everybody, because no, everybody ain't worth saving.
No, I agree. But you know what, Stardust? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you like a same scenario from a different perspective. Same thing, only different. And I don't do this shit either. What you describing is a lot like what life is like for people who repatriate over here in Africa. Because I see what you're saying, I hear what you're saying, and you saying, how do we do this for people who want to do that? And I hear that, and I feel that. But here's the thing, and here's the complicated part of it, and this because I don't do this shit either. There are plenty of YouTubers and YouTube channels who help people repatriate. I got a friend, I brought her on. She was on one of my lives. Mm-hmm. But if you want some real messy, toxic bullshit with a bunch of people who halfway straddling the fence, and you talk to them one day and they kind of thinking about doing the shit, and then the other day, man, it's farming shit. I'm just saying what could potentially happen as a comparison to what I've been through from living over here. That's why y'all never see me talk about.
I'm not saying hold their hand. I'm talking about giving them
no. I understand. I ain't even holding their damn hand. I'm not doing none of that shit because I learned the hard way that when I think, and I'm gonna explain more of why I'm at where I'm at. For me, it's too late in the game. For me, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not even in the States, so I can't
I'm talking about something as simple
My
as
experience is
drawing up
currently.
a form, like a paper or something that can be, you know what I'm saying? A list of instructions. Somebody can go to a website and be like, here, if you want to start a garden or if you want to start an organization, they should have access to the information. I ain't saying that we got to sit there, hold their hand and show them how to do it.
I understand what you're saying, but the complicated part with that is it shouldn't be like I guess the part I'm going on is like you said, but I understand you feel that way and I know why you feel that way. But you said we kind of owe. I don't owe them shit. And that's not for me to be funny, for me trying to be sideways or flipping or nothing like that. But by the time we loaded up each other and moved over here, and I'm trying to draw a parallel, a comparison. If there are people like yourself who want to do that, that's cool. That's great. But when it turns into a we kind of should or maybe we ought to, sis, the only reason I'm saying this because I see that happen so much. It's people who, okay, check what I'm saying is there are people over here who have expectations of me of what I ought to be doing and how I ought to be operating, how I ought to be moving just because I'm over here. I've literally talked to people who like, bro, if you over there, you ought to be doing this. We ought to be building like this. We need to be moving like that. And I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck, bruh, sis, like get away from me with that shit. I'm 40 some years old. My knee bad. I'm trying to raise chickens, live with as much peace as I can. And if we equally yoked and we like minded, that shit gonna happen anyway. We gonna mesh. But it's so difficult dealing with people when you trying to build something that I just found it too much. It was too much, fam. If that make any sense. If you
I
you
mean,
know what I'm saying, you kind of
that happens with me.
feel where I'm coming from.
It goes back to the old saying, closed mouths don't get fed. There's so much information. And I heard what she's saying, like people want to charge them to learn how to LLC. You can learn that on your own if you sat down in the library.
Mm-hmm.
People want the fast and easy route. They don't want to look at nothing. They want you to fill out the paperwork. Not everybody wants you to fill out the paperwork.
Let me bring Hudson
Your
up.
sister helped you. You know what I'm saying? When you needed
No.
help.
My
What's wrong
sister
with us
just
helping
paid for the
you?
exam. She didn't take the test for me. It's different.
Huh?
You're going to have to find that. If you want it bad, listen, I grew up in the Bronx. I ain't know shit about no damn chicken. I ain't know nothing about no damn weed. I ain't know damn thing about nothing making no cookies and things. If I want to learn that, I'm going to find a way to learn. Just the same way these women who go find them niggas that have no good babies out. You found a way to find that dingling.
But
find your way of making a damn garden. Find your way to get your business. If you really want it bad, nobody got to tell you nothing. I keep telling you, I said this in the last time. I know foreign family members that came
hold
with
on. Hudson, hold on real quick.
shoes on their feet, and they came to this country with nothing, and made something because they wanted it. They didn't say, I don't know good English. I mean, the English are backwards and backwards, right? They came and made something. So
Damn.
we gotta say as a people, how bad do you want it? If you want it that bad, high school. Oh, her mic.
I made a boo-boo, y'all. But okay, but before I got a lot of people in here. I'm trying to bring somebody up. Micro,
Yeah.
hold on.
You want me to drop down?
Give me a second. Yeah, just for a second, Hudson, and then I'm gonna bring you back up. Thank you, fam. I appreciate it.
I got
but you know what, Starduster, in my opinion, she a beautiful person. No, hold on. You good. I got Audrey in here now. I'm just saying, Stardust, if you will watch her, I'm listening to what fam saying. She a beautiful sister. Nobody taught her how to do this shit. She coming from a place because what I hear you saying, sis, is like, I think more people want to do this. I didn't have nobody to show me how do we show this to other people. I think that's only something you can answer because like that's your experience. Like you, I don't know, whatever you did, show other people because I don't know. I don't really have an answer for it, but you pulled it off, and hell, I'm learning stuff from you.
Stardust, that's exactly. I would love it. I was getting Stardust did it when she said she's a single mom. She lives with her mom, taking care of her mom. She's doing it. So you have something to offer at Stardust, even though you might not feel. Show the women who are probably going through the same thing you did. Show them how to go get that loan. Show them how to bust their chops, whatever. How you got that house? Oh, however, Everybody's
Yeah.
different. We don't live in the same state, so I can't tell you what happens in Florida happens in Connecticut. But you do know.
Audrey, you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's Miss Audrey. Oh, okay.
Oh wow, Audrey. Hey Audrey, it's a pleasure to meet you. How you doing? Please go ahead.
Audrey.
I'm good. How are you?
We're
I
good, Miss
wonder.
Audrey.
Can you?
We can hear you. We can hear you, Miss Audrey.
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody's got their thing on in the background. Just mute
Yeah.
Hello,
your
all.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody mute you. There you go. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Audrey, please.
Hey, I guess what I wanted to say goes a long way about building
Mm-hmm.
a community and
Mm-hmm.
regentrification and all of that. Every time in the USA, like-minded minorities try to get together and build a community, it's always attacked in some form or way.
Yep.
Tulsa, the High Tide District in Durham, Harlem, and New York, different different venues in every state that has tried that. Either they come in with eminent domain and put a highway through it, some kind of riot comes, or they have to do something. So if you're talking about getting together in a place, in a single place like that, you have to have plans to legally protect it and can't get strong in America because they see that as a threat. So it takes both of what you were saying, Julius, and what you were saying in order to make work as a community in a single spot. Now, your community does not have to be in a single spot. You can be strong in different places. Like Homer said, that he has different areas that he owns. Only thing you have to do is have people willing to share things like that, and you have to have other community. Just recently started communicating with the 2A because I had others that were in that community in my family, men and women, but I didn't have that because I wasn't exactly comfortable with it. But I'm saying that I have to get comfortable with it because it may become a necessity. I'm doing that now. And people in 2A are now doing canning and prepping and growing because they're seeing that unless they just want to become marauders, they may have a problem in the future. So your community has to
Absolutely.
go outside of what you're comfortable with. You may be gardening and stuff, but you need to get with somebody that's doing something else because if stuff does hit the fan, you're going to need people who know how to build something. You're going to need people who know how to make things run, who can, you're going to need a lot of different people. And there's a lot of information out here. And the only thing you have to do is put a word in there. So for somebody, and I guess this is going to Starduster because I'm like you. People in my family were not interested, but I didn't start talking about prepping and different things. I started talking about, you can get land if your ancestors had a farm, there's grants for that. And you want to build a house, there's your land. So you make them think of it at a different way. And then you show them, I grew this and oh, it tastes so much different. And you send them some seeds. I got my sister and her granddaughter out there growing stuff because her granddaughter just loves to be in the dirt. So she's happy to plant the seeds. So they're growing stuff and they don't even know. I showed her some jam I made and she had strawberries. So she started doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can't always get people to believe what you believe, but you can get them to do things that they need to do. And once they start seeing how things are going, when they go to the store and ain't nothing there, then you have them calling you. I went to such and such and want no soap. You need to, you need to load up on your soap and because it's disappearing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different ways that you have to, that's how people used to put chocolate on medicine and make them take it. If you can't go directly. And if they still don't want to do it, then you got to move on. But you can't let no monkey stop your show. You got to do what's and make it stronger. And I'm trying to meet the people in my community here. The Savannah meetup is one thing where we got people all over. And when you put a face to these, like now, and I'm not it today, so I'm not on camera, but at least I wanted somebody to hear my voice to let you know I was a real person. I type on a lot of stuff, but people don't know I'm a real person.
Yeah.
And I'm the only person in my city.
Audrey, man, thank you.
I have no family around me right now. And there's nobody around me that's believing. And I've tried with the friends that I have. So I'm doing what I got to do. I sent my sisters 100 different seed packs. And I got mine and I'm going. I'm taking part of my peach tree. But I'm getting out of Dodge.
There you go.
I talk a lot too. That's why I don't come up.
No,
you do. Okay. The microphone will talk a lot. I talk a lot too. But you're right, Miss Audrey. It's just you just can't. You just have to work with people. It's just you can't.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Hello, Miss Audrey.
Miss Audrey. Check your mute button.
Service. Yeah, check your mute button. See if you hit the mic button.
Okay. I mean,
couldn't hear.
Oh, here you go.
I had to go on my phone.
There you go.
For some reason. So I can hear you on the tablet, but I can't hear.
Oh, okay.
Don't you notice when we start making sense, things go wrong with our electronics?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Let me not be
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Miss Audrey. Were you done with your thought? Okay, well, whenever you want to jump back in, if you can hear us, please feel free to just chime back in. And it's real nice.
I'm gonna step down because I want to hear what Rowan Hudson want to say. I know you might can't hold enough people, so I'm gonna step down and let Miss
okay,
because I know she has something to say.
I want to thank y'all for everybody who's up here, who's in the chat, that's offering, whether you know what I'm saying. People agree with the information that's being said, it's being said, and it's being heard. That's what's important.
Absolutely. Very, very important.
How many people you can hold? Because I know Growing with Hudson wanted to say something, so we have her out there. If I need to step down, I'll step down so Growing Hudson can speak what she had to say.
Let's try it first. Let's get Hudson, please. Hudson, jump back in. Jump back up here. She stepped down, and I think we'll be good. I think we have her out there. If I need it will be all right. If I need to step down, I'll step.
Oh. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Your message.
6 people. I hope you're supposed to be able to get up 6 people.
I don't know. I would love to hear what
he talking about my Wi-Fi. But we good. We good. Come on up, Hudson.
Come on up, Hudson, because I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Okay. Thanks for straightening me.
What happened? What you talking about, Stardust?
The Wi-Fi, because my Wi-Fi be weak too. I'm in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, she up in them hicks. She up in them hills. Y'all in the South got the worst Wi-Fi. Y'all got, the South is the worst. Y'all Wi-Fi.
You're gonna leave us long down.
No, I beg to differ.
You're gonna leave us
Wear
long.
hands in the dirt.
Hands of Dirt.
He ain't said that. He must have jumped out of the chat. He been too
Oh yeah,
quiet.
yeah.
He been gone for a while now.
Yeah, yeah. He don't like
sorry,
he don't like these conversations.
Hey y'all, I've been missing the y'all work with me because sometimes I'll be in and I'll be doing other stuff and reading and I miss stuff going on.
I hear what you're saying, but you're probably, like I said, you're probably going to be the one in your family or the one in your community to actually get it started. So it's like they said, it's lonely being at the top. It's lonely at the top, and you at the top.
That's what y'all missing. That's what y'all missing right there.
Yeah.
The mental shit. Okay, because I have to deal with it by myself, and it ain't always easy. And then when I say something, it's as if I'm complaining, and I'm not trying to complain. But you know, I don't have any other outlet, so I apologize.
You ain't complaining.
No, you're not complaining. I mean, you complain to who?
Not at all.
You ain't complaining to me.
You ain't complaining to me either. That's some shit in your head, dog. No, this family right here, and you know, whatever you ain't got or whoever you can't talk to, shit, man. Look, you got ways to contact us. We always here for each other. Period. And that go for anybody else in this chat. Period. Just like what she say? Real sweet lady, Miss doggone Cena Renee, Miss Cena Renee apartment stayed because she was kind of on a feeling of like, and she been in the chat tonight. Miss Cena Renee, if you still out here and you listening, you ain't by yourself. You ain't by yourself at all. That's right. She said, I ain't heard complaints, just concern. That's what it's about. We look, gardening is, for me, and I think most of y'all, we in agreement with this here. Look, man, everything that we talking about is why people having gardens in the first doggone place. Mm-hmm. It's all encompassing. It all makes sense. What we doing now is having a type of conversation that branches out to the different reasons and the aspects that come along with it. But this is all encompassing, man. And like you said, just on this screen right here, we got a man in Connecticut. We got a sister down in Florida. And then we got me well over here in East Africa, from East Texas, by the way. And Microphone, you're going to leave the South alone, man. You're going to leave the South alone.
Yeah, y'all don't like the Yankees anyway. Y'all don't be like the Yankees. I'm telling the truth. I don't like Yankees.
And you know what? I want to say on too.
But seriously,
I'm about trying to say.
What you say, sister? I broke up a little bit. Go. What you say?
I ain't about trying to save folk that don't want to be saved. I'm only talking about making a way for people who do want to have a way made. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Not, I know
we get that. I get that.
Yeah. Plant your plants and water your plants. Mm-hmm. Hell no. I'll have a class. You know what I'm saying? A free class. You can come over to the class. I'll even provide, some perlite and some water for your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Do all that.
You just bring your own seeds. You know what I mean? You do that for people to take away from themselves.
Just come on to my YouTube. I ain't going to no community. I ain't wasting no gas.
Okay, but that's you. That's you.
Come on over to my YouTube channel. You gonna see it done the dirt cheap way.
Like, listen. Let me
What happened?
I just got
Can y'all hear me? Y'all breaking up.
No, I thought it started.
Okay, no, go ahead. I thought you had broke up.
No, I wasn't about waiting to start. She was saying something.
I just stopped talking because I feel you, Micro. What you're saying, you choose not to. That's cool if you choose not to. But like, if I choose to, because I'm one who has children who are, you know what I'm saying, who don't have family members to go to. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you got blessed. You got a sister. You know what I mean? And you like.
No. Whoa. I was just talking about when I was a young boy. My sister don't give a damn right now. She took care of my situation as a young man. Shit, I ain't got no damn support like you talking
about. These are young folks I'm talking about.
Oh, but I'm talking about. I was just telling you about my sister. Hold up. I wanted to get you straight on something, Stardust. I said when I was in the street doing the wrong shit, I had money. It wasn't about helping me out. It was about me being alive to raise my daughters and my kids. Because I was living a path of life. But all she did was spoke to me. She didn't whoop my ass. She didn't
good enough. Hello.
But that's over 37 years ago.
You also said that she helped you fill out your applications or something like that.
No, she didn't fill out my application. She put the application in for me.
Or something like that. That's what I'm asking you. I'm asking so I get clarification, darling.
Yeah, but she didn't do it for me because I asked her. She did it for me to save her.
No, she was trying to help save your life, right?
That's what I said.
Okay, that's what I'm. That's if you hear me out,
But
baby.
out of respect for my sister, out of respect for my older sister, I did it. I could have told her to go fuck herself. I had too much money to tell her, but I had respect for my sister, and I did it because I didn't want to argue with my sister. I only had two sisters. There's only three of us, biologically brothers and sisters here on the planet. The rest is some shit my dad fucked around with, right? But biologically, one is already in the ground, and there's only two of us. It's my older sister and me. I am 55 years old, and she's 62 years old, and we don't even speak like that. I mean, not that we mad at each other. We don't see each other. She lives in a whole nother state. But I was just explaining how my sister saved my life because I was a street dude and didn't have to be a street dude. That's what I was talking about. But otherwise, anybody giving me shit? Anybody gave me shit? All I had my dad was a roof over my head and food. When I got 18 years old, you got to go, bro. Okay. I wasn't sitting around playing the target with my tune on my tongue. 18 years old, we were out. We couldn't stay in my house.
Okay. Good. Hey, Stardust, go ahead and finish your point so we can get Hudson up in here.
Don't worry about it. Let Sister Hudson go ahead. I'm like, I wave the white flag. I give it up.
What are you waving the white flag for?
I'm not trying to be.
You're not arguing me.
Hey, Hudson.
Go ahead, Hudson.
Hudson, what's going on?
Hey, panel. I just wanted to. I agree totally what Starduster is talking about. But it comes to a point where one, it's stressful when you keep on trying to convince people on deaf ears because, like I say, in my community, in my environment, I say 95% of the people don't even think that or believe that things are happening. So that's why I love my YouTube community because we on one page. We already know and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. Two, and it goes back to what Starduster said too, you have to take care of yourself first. I can't tell you how stressful it is. How stressful it is to keep on trying to tell people that, you don't know exactly what it is or when it's going to happen, but something is about to happen. I can feel it in my heart that something is about to happen. But when you keep telling people, it's stressful. And for your mental health, you got to bag on back. You got to bag on back and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like I say, my husband, he don't even believe. Every time I go in the garden, he huffing and puffing. You going in the garden. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna make sure I'm covered. He just gonna be blessed that he gonna be covered because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm in Tennessee, my family in Michigan. I've told them most of them are low income too. So I'm like, take y'all food stamps, get some canned goods, you got the power to do it. But they don't believe it. They still living day by day, and all of that. So you can only do so much.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you, sis. But those aren't the folks I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people who are oblivious and don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like my son, right? My son, he has me weak. He's like, man, it's gonna be slim pickings for me to try to find somebody to settle down with because they don't got nothing on their brains. You know what I mean? So I'm about the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna be there for my children to be able to build with and bond with? Because even though something is about to happen, I don't think that's gonna be the end all, be all of everything in existence. If we want to,
no, not at all.
I'm saying it's supposed to be the ending of one thing and the beginning of another. So absolutely, it's about trying to prepare them. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I can only do so much by myself.
But I think that's what your channel is for too, because you share what you're doing and how to prep up yourself. And most of our channels, we give away, abundance of stuff. You know, I've heard people on my little channel that, you know, with my giveaways and stuff, oh man, I'm so glad, you know, I got this gift card. I'm so glad I got these seeds because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And now, and see, because we blessed to be able to help each other. What's wrong with us using those same blessings to pay it forward to other people who might want the same opportunities but don't have them? That's what I'm saying. It's just about information. You know what I'm saying? I can do YouTube videos all day long. But if everybody in my town that, you know, wants to grow food but don't know that I'm over here putting out YouTube videos, how, you know what I'm saying? How do I connect them people? I can make up a flyer. Those are the type of things that I'm saying when I'm like, we need to look into each one, teach one still. Put the information out there on them if they want to do something with it. You know what I mean? But share the information and the knowledge. You know what I mean? We can meet up. We can bless each other. We can send each other super chats and stuff. But if shit really was to hit the fan, right? And we got all these hungry ass people. And they coming at your door because they see you growing food.
Right.
How you gonna protect you understand what I mean? So instead of having to worry about trying to battle everybody coming to take your shit, help empower them fools. I ain't gonna say fools. The ones who want it.
Are you calling right fools?
It's some fools.
Don't put no sugar on shit things and think it's chocolate.
Those fools are the ones that we're gonna have to protect our home.
But them the ones that ain't gonna want to do it anyways. They gonna want to take from you.
But there are those who want to, and if they live on that side of town and they are able to link up with other individuals, that's less chance of them coming over here on our side of town trying to take our shit. So, like, okay, sis, where you at, growing husband? You living in apartments with me?
I'll be back. Hold on. I'm just gonna be.
You living in an apartment, sis?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody else in your apartment with you that's growing food too?
No.
Have you thought about maybe like putting up a flyer just to see if anybody else might be interested? You know, not saying that they got to, but like, you know, putting up if there's a laundry room there or something, you know what I mean? Putting it up and be like, hey, anyone interested in a community garden? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, look, you still supposed to look out for yourself first. Yes.
Listen, Starduster. Now, I'm out here a lot, right? So people see what I'm doing. And I talk to my neighbors. I want to know who around me. So I talk to my neighbors. But like I did a video on doing a sweet potatoes for one of my neighbors. And the people don't want to do it. They want you to do it.
Agreed. And that's what Healthy G Mom is saying in the chat. I feel y'all.
But I'm just saying the people don't want to do it. They want you to do it. And it becomes stressful because you kind of want to do it because you don't want if it comes to the point where it gets sticky and you don't want them to take it from you. But I work a full-time job, so I can only do so much.
Right.
I can only do so much. It's like my hands is tied.
I know, and I hate hearing that because they are. And that's the thing. Like, I will hope that more of our family members that live in apartment complexes would want to. Remember how we was talking about that recently on somebody else's channel about how they used to have like apartments on their rooftops and stuff, and like that's what they did in the neighborhoods. That's why the neighborhoods was named the way they was named, because the people work together. I just don't. You know, I'm with y'all. Like, we can't save everybody, and I ain't trying.
Okay. Let me tell you something. What I just got to make this last comment because my internet going in and out.
Yeah, go ahead.
One thing that I know for a fact. Now I hate bugs and everything, but I'm gardening on a serious note. You hear me? I'm about to be a beekeeper on a serious note. But God put it in each and every one of y'all in y'all hearts. It's like we're the chosen people. I'm not gonna say necessarily to help everybody, but God knows who He wants to survive. He gonna
protect you too, though, sis. He gonna protect you too.
But I'm just saying this gardening wasn't my choice. It was put in my heart to do it.
Oh, shut up, Leisha.
It's on a deeper level, and the people God wants to touch, He's going to touch them.
That's why I just said what I said, because with you doing everything that you're doing right in that apartment complex, he'll protect you if shit was to hit the fan tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't even gonna have the
Right.
power to take your stuff and take from you. That's what I mean. Like I
Right.
know the protection is there. You know what I mean? Anybody that's already
Right.
doing what we're doing, we so far ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? It can't be nothing
That
but
and that
us.
and part of it, Stardust, therein lies a part of the problem,
I'm about to go back down.
because when no, you good,
No,
you
my
good.
my my computer about to die. I'm gonna be in
No,
the
Okay,
chat.
go ahead.
go plug it in.
Okay. And if you want to come back up, come back up. Because I'm gonna give it about another 20, 30 minutes. But that's part of the problem, Stardust, because you're right. When you ahead of something that you can see, you feel like it's coming because you done lived a little bit. You can see what's coming over the horizon, and you know you ahead of the curve. And when you do that and you live in that space, sometimes people like, what are you talking about? You don't see what I
Yes,
see? You
yes,
trying to tell them, and they like, because you see what's coming, but it ain't over the horizon yet. But it actually really is, because you
right.
see what you see. And when you was talking a while ago, you said something that made me think about Miss Cena Renee. I'm glad she popped back up here because it made it jump in my head.
Miss Cena,
Um,
come up. Go ahead, my bad.
she she done said a couple of times that look, y'all, we have different forms of engineering. You have city planners, you have city engineering. Cities are constructed the way that they've been constructed. Going all the way back to Eisenhower. President Eisenhower, former General Eisenhower, was one of the first people to no, one of the for hell, he was the first. That's why I-20 run where it run. That's why 35 will take you, you know what I'm saying, from Grapevine down to South Dallas. Uh hell, the belt hell, Beltway 8. You go to Houston, all these big massive pieces of infrastructure we got, they were engineered the way that they engineered for greater reasons than just us having access to road travel. Right? So we also have social engineering, which ties into what Miss Cena Renee was talking about as far as mass production of farming and this and that and all these different caveats that we live with every day and don't give much thought to because we don't have to. But now things are changing, which is part of why we're experiencing the upheaval that we experiencing currently, right? So take something like milk. Milk was not I'm talking about cow's milk now, and I ain't trying to get. I'm going somewhere else with it. I ain't trying to get into a deep conversation about how unhealthy it is, which that's kind of been proven. A lot of people can't stomach it because it's from a cow. But a lot of that came into place after World War II.
Mm.
So I said that to raise a greater point of how mass-produced farm, big agri, um, the way we consume food, the way we consume the things that we consume on a daily basis, it, without indirectly saying it, it strongly tends to discourage folk from doing what we do as a normal practice, right? Like, what else would bring about the attitudes that some people have towards somebody? I would never in a million years imagine, because of how I grew up. And I think Drops put it in the chat earlier too. How in the hell did it get to where it's a stigma associated with farming? How? The one thing that you can do to sustain yourself, because if you got a piece of land and you out in the wherever you at with Stardust, I mean, I'm telling you are that leader. But we talked about that already. I ain't gonna go back down there. You are that one. You are that one. But moving to a rural area, moving to the country, doing what you're doing, growing what you're growing, living how you living, you don't just do one part of it. You tend to add on to other stuff. And the next thing you know, you got some chickens. The next thing you know, you might have a goat or three. The next thing you know, you may have a little bit bigger area to grow. And to tie it all back in together, not only do people sometimes look at you crazy, people have been completely, in a very subliminal way, been discouraged from growing their own food. Period.
I believe that.
Yeah, guys,
It just is what it is.
I want to interrupt you real quick. I gotta go.
Okay.
I got a phone call. I gotta go.
Oh, thanks, sir.
But y'all take care. God bless you, Stardust. You're a leader.
Okay.
You're gonna have to deal with that being a leader. You're gonna
Yes,
have to deal with that stuff because you're a leader.
But I needed to hear.
But y'all guys, I gotta go. All right, I gotta run. Take care, y'all. Good night.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
we appreciate you, bro. All right. Hey, anybody got an idea?
Later, Michael.
How much
I don't want to be on here too much longer. I just want to. Hey, anybody know what time Miss Sister, what's her name, Gigi? I think she go on at 5 something here. I'm trying to cut down my live time so I can go check out other people and support other people. I don't know what time is it over there, y'all.
The 2:40 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay, we good. Cause I believe she on the East Coast. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I believe Miss Audrey, were you finna say something else? I don't know if she's still with us. Miss Audrey, whenever you get ready to jump back in or talk, let me acknowledge the chat. Y'all, thank y'all for
down too, so you can finish enjoying your life.
Where you going?
In the chat.
You ain't.
Oh, you want me to stay
Stardust.
Stay up. I'm gonna stay up.
That if you take it back to biblical
go ahead.
times of everything that we're saying, Noah told the people that it.
What you say, Audrey?
Miss Audrey, you breaking up. Start over with your thoughts.
I was just saying that to sum it up, Noah told the people that it was going to rain.
Yes, ma'am.
And they didn't listen.
And they didn't listen. And that's a hard job, and that's a tough spot to be in. So, I think all we can do, if you done got that Noah call, if you done got that Noah calling, and you out here in high, basically desert, next to a mountain, building your ship, and it ain't a drop of water in sight, keep building. That's all you can do. The truth don't need no proof, and it don't have to make sense to everybody. When you really walking in what you believe and you moving in what you believe, it ain't gotta make sense to everybody. I don't even think it should.
It don't.
Everything ain't for everybody. Go ahead, bro.
That saying in Spider-Man when they say to much is given, much is required, or how does it go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's hard.
That's it.
It's hard. It be times where
yes, ma'am.
To sell this dang on property.
That is true.
I don't want to.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just hang in there. Cause why not?
I had this.
I want to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Plant a Garden said, "Truth. I'm a carpenter, mason, and a plumber. My patients told me make sure I learn a few skills because I will need them, and they were absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm saying, y'all. This is all encompassing, man. The more I learn about this way of life and this way of living, it goes back to what Miss Audrey said and many others have said before. I said it earlier tonight, man. The person across the street in your neighborhood or whoever a part of your village is, they doggone might not be able to grow a radish. That's one of the easiest things you can grow. But they might be able to weld. They might be a carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
They might be an electrician. Drop's family on here, man. He got some stuff that's just, I mean, when you're talking about having full battery banks and all that stuff, I mean, everybody got different skill sets that we're going to be able to come together with, at least I hope. And be that benefit to one another, because the ball is already rolling. And the thing is, like you said earlier, Stardust, it's not about waking up tomorrow and the world, it's a scene from World War Z and folks in the street biting each other and everybody on bath salts and all that shit. This is this is more of a gradual progression, but we seeing it. But again, ignorance is bliss. Somebody said, yes, Stardust, the African. She sure is. She sure is. We all are leaders. If you're different and trying to be different and be better, yes, ma'am. So say to people that want better. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But that's what I was talking about, Healthy G Mom. That's what my whole debate was on, was making a way for those who want to, that don't have a way. I mean, like, I'm just talking about, to help try to keep folk away from my stuff.
Exactly. No, Stardust, especially the more you broke it down, I understand you completely, because I've had those conversations with April and I've had those conversations with myself.
Trying to keep them from over here.
Exactly, because if everybody got, then you don't have to worry about. But I will say,
not everybody, but not everybody.
No, I know what you mean. Not everybody. Culturally, it's so much more difficult, in my opinion, to do that in the States than it is somewhere culturally like here, because you see very, very few homeless people. In fact, nobody is home. It's just the whole the individualism that exists within America makes that really, really. Yeah, because you coming from a place of love. You coming from a place of also protection, because you said, if I know these jokers down the road got food, then I ain't got to worry about them coming messing with me trying to take mine and do all of that, because if everybody got it, then ain't nobody got to take it, right? It's almost like oxygen. You ain't got to. The reason you ain't got to come suck the breath out my face is because you got plenty of air for yourself.
Yeah, but
same concept.
Perfect. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Some folks still gonna have to a cat bust in them. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a cat or two getting busted. It is what it is.
That goes without saying. We trying to limit that. Man. Well,
yeah, that part.
400 people.
Airdrop. That's all. That's what. I guess I don't always say things. You know what I'm saying? In the way that is comprehensible. So I don't. Thank y'all for working with me to make sure that we was getting there to being on the same page. Because pull up.
That's what. Yeah.
Right there, like that right there. That's the mind frame that I'm coming from.
Yep.
That's the mindset I'm coming from. And I know that there's a lot of folks, though, that sometimes, they'll have knowledge, but they'll only pass it on because this is their people over here or their friend. And that's what I'm saying. We got to stop by being cliquey, too. That's something that our government set in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just...
Yeah. It's as American as apple pie. It's sad, but it's true. Hey, look, she said it. She typed it. It popped up the same time.
Synchronicity.
It's sad, but it's true. That is the way that it is.
And TLC said before that. What TLC said is that's why I said, let's be real. We got to be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because she just said before that about, but the other side is that you can give the people. And that's why I'm saying I ain't trying to give nobody nothing.
Right.
That's like you
can
understand. Lead them to the water. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? It's on And even Beth said that earlier in the chat. You can lead them to the water. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We just lead a little bit to the water. That's all I'm asking. All of them ain't gonna get to the water, and all of them ain't gonna.
Right.
But it might be some who's willing to trample over the next mofo because they thirsty and parched, and them the ones you want on your team, the ones that's gonna be the warriors.
Absolutely. And this is what a collective looks like and sounds like, in my opinion. Even though, oh damn, wow, it's 24 people in here. Y'all, thank y'all. I appreciate it. But this is when you can find that common ground, and when everybody starts to be understood and the sharing of ideas, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. And that's how you grow. That's how you build. That's how you come together. That's what a collective, in my opinion, really truly is. And I don't know what the future holds. You know, we still got folks back in the States. Now, our plan is to continue our business and be here until we see otherwise. But I don't know when we'll end up in the States. You know, child, I'm gonna tell you something. Life done taught me that I put it like this: if I were in my 20s, if somebody asked me, "Hey, Jay, what's the craziest thing ever happened?" I would give them a specific situation, specific circumstance, or something like that. You ask me what's the craziest thing that ever happened to me now, and I say life. Life weird. Y'all ever just sit back and think about your life and everything that comes with it, and how weird this whole experience we having really is? I didn't say bad weird. I didn't say good weird. Right. I just said weird. It's just unique. It's something so beautiful and something so painful and something so happy.
Pretty and dirty and clean.
All of that.
Fun,
yes.
Bad and all. It's all.
Absolutely.
It's just a balance.
Absolutely. 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 So, yeah, we're going to be all right.
Can I answer Salon Diva? She asked me a good question. She said,
Go for it.
Is there an open lot in your area that you can start a community garden? Okay. I did say this earlier to y'all. I met the lady who's already been the county commissioner here. She's running to be reelected, and I do believe she's going to get back in. Her name is everywhere throughout the little town. You know what I mean? And upon meeting her, I talked to her about some of the things that I wanted to do here, and she likes it. She wants to see those things happen too. So she's going to help me get some programs up and going here locally.
Nice.
So like that's a blessing, you know what I mean? I can just, but I'm in a little town, you know what I mean? So like I got people, most of the people here got cows and you know what I'm saying? Pigs, they go hunting like that. So
yeah,
horses are here, but there are still homeless people here. There are still elderly people here who are on fixed incomes, you know what I'm saying? So like those are the type of people that I mean, you know, I'm being greedy. I want to start
absolutely
a foundation.
Absolutely.
I want to start.
No, that's good. That's what's up, man. And somebody has to do it, sis. Somebody has to do it, and I'm like I said, you that one, y'all. I'm gonna run this for about another 8-9 minutes, and then it'll be 3 hours. I'm trying to pull them down, but kudos on you for doing that, sister. Kudos on you because it's necessary, and you seeing you seeing a situation and you addressing it and you making it better, and that's all any of us can do is do what we can. Do what we can. So blessings for you. And Drop said something there. He said there's already countries collapsing and seeing massive food shortages. And y'all, I'm telling you, when I say, now internet ain't what it was 10 years ago. Damn sure not what it was 20 years ago. So everybody kind of has access to more information than they used to. Especially, you know, depending on the news sources you choose to use or view or whatever. Y'all, but when I tell y'all that the rest of the world, I'm not going to say gets more news, but gets different news than what you would typically see back in the States. I done talked to my folks about it. I done talked to my family. If you just turn on, and I ain't going to name no networks and none of that, but if you just turn on your regular TV or watch TV when you in Whataburger or McDonald's, whatever they got playing, or you just got your TV on, and that's all y'all don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the world, it's so much going on out here, y'all. I did my video a while back, and I was saying about that foolishness that happened, that meant the slap that and this and that. Nah, bro, you need to worry about who slapping sanctions on who. You need to worry about what country done said we finna keep all our food to ourselves and we not doing any export. And it's more than one, it's more than two, it's more than three. Like these are things that's really going on. So yeah, you got another 6 or 7 months where your stores could still look real, real nice. You got another 6 or 7 months where you can still order this and probably still be able to get it delivered I just shit, but things is changing, honey.
Uh,
Oh, somebody got echo. Who is that? Okay, there you go.
yeah.
I before we get out of here, anybody else want to come up? Anybody else want to voice something? Jump on real quick in the last few minutes. You more than welcome. The link is somewhere in the chat, and I don't know where hell. I ain't finna look for it. It's somewhere off in there. But if you feel like it, we got about 5-6 minutes before we get out of here, and
Yeah. I just when you first started, I wasn't on video and stuff because I was editing a video that I'm getting ready to upload. I just made
okay,
how to make your own dog food for those of us, you know.
nice.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
you got hens or something like that, you know what I mean, and you got to try to keep your own animals. And you can't get to the store for things
Absolutely.
like. I mean, we just gotta. Yes, please come on.
Oh, plant a garden. Come on up.
Please come. And I'm glad you're still here because what you just said was everything. Those are the skills that I'm trying to encourage my children to do. Exactly. Thing. My son about to be graduating, and then he can talk about electrician school. So I'm already on it. Like, okay, well, let's find where the closest electrician school is. He talking about I want to get his CDL. Okay, let's go on and get your CDL. And he talking about you want to get his real estate license.
Nice.
There goes his trades right there. You know if
that
you
is.
They can't mess with you. It's like having a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
You know what? See,
go ahead.
But like y'all said, also we cannot save everybody. I'm not trying to save everybody. I just need to say that is not my goal.
I think you understood on that, sis.
We want to we want to see who's gonna show themselves to be the soldiers. These be tests. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at it from that way too. Plus, I used to have this dream when I was little, and I used to always be praying like, I can just take 60 with me, please. Like I was Noah. You know what I mean? And then I was like, can I just take 40 with me, please? And I would get down and I was like, can I just have 10 people that I can save? This was a recurring prayer dream I used to have as a little girl. I feel like, you know, I can meet the 60 here.
Yeah.
The 60. I ain't saying I done met the 60, but I feel like I can meet the 60. It's worth it being more deserve to be saved.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. Hey, Plant a Garden, you still there, bro? Come on up.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome. It's good to have you.
Welcome.
So how you all doing? I hope everyone is feeling blessed at this time.
Hi, Planter.
Yes.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I just wanna share a little thoughts of what's, because everybody hitting some valid point, for real. Everybody hitting some valid point. I mean, I am born in this country, but I have a lot of understanding of what's going on. And, a lot of things has created to keep the people in a certain situation. But we got to break loose out of it. How we going to break loose out of it? We got to start to, everybody born with a special skill. It's not really just gardening, Gardening is very important. But it's not just really about gardening. Everybody have a special skill. But we got to activate that skill. You know what I'm saying? We got to start to be more self-sufficient than being dependent. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of skills. I remember when I was a little boy growing up, my mother and father told me, listen, my son, try to get as much skill, learn as much skill as possible, because you're going to need it one day. And now I'm seeing it, because I'm a carpenter, I'm a mason, I'm a plumber, also a gardener. So that's 4 skills I have that no one could take away from me. So what we got to do these days is get back to the skills, learn a skill, find out what you're good at, and activate it. It's in you. It's in you, because I'm going to tell you this.
Absolutely.
We trying to drop, okay, I do my videos them, and I'm not doing my videos to tell anybody that, okay, do it exactly like me.
Yes.
Right.
The honest truth is, my mother and father was farmers. So I grew up as a little boy learning farmer from a
Right.
little boy. So this is why now I'm giving back. It might look like I'm telling you how to grow your food, but not really, because there's people out there who willingly want to learn but don't understand. And there's a lot of people that do videos that gonna make you say, no, I can't do gardening. No, it's too much. I'm basically showing my channel is about promoting the natural way of growing food. That's what it's about. So anyone who really want to grow
Right.
food the natural way, that's what my channel is about. No fertilizer, none of these things, and you still could grow good, healthy food.
Uh-huh.
So we just got to get back to the place and activate our skills because it's in us. And someone said something before, and it would make a lot of sense. When you're growing as a community, you want to have access to carpenter, mason, plumber. You know what I mean? You need all these people because there's gonna be the builders, there's gonna be the farmers to provide the food, there's gonna be the fishermen. You know what I mean? So we got to surround ourselves when building, not just farmers. We also need carpenter, plumbers, all all the skills that's out there need to be activated. And
Yeah.
I believe things will be better because we cannot depend on
Absolutely.
people to provide for us no more. We got to become the provider now. So we're not depending on no one.
Absolutely.
So
Uh-huh.
when you do that, that's my instinct. I believe we will have a better place. Activate our skills, whatever skills you good at. Get to know it. It's in you. And I just wanted to share that.
Oh, we appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
You absolutely right.
Yes. What you just said, like, well, and that's what I mean. Like, until the day happens, you understand what I'm saying? We can talk about how it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. It ain't happened yet. So until the day
Right.
happens, it's not too late. And if we claim to be people of a certain action, actions speak louder than words. You know, our children still going to
Right.
Right.
they not sitting at home right now. They still getting up, going to school every day. You know what I mean? Like we
Mm-hmm.
gotta help them enjoy the moment, be present, and we need to be present with them because it ain't the day ain't came yet where we got to go down in our bunkers. So we need to stop acting like it's the day.
Absolutely.
It's,
I'm a huge advocate. You better live your. Can you hear me? You breaking up?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a huge advocate. That's. I mean, you better enjoy it. I believe in both. I mean, nusu nusu. That's in Kiswahili. That's half, half, half. I mean,
I like that. I
yeah,
like
you
the new food.
you plan for tomorrow, but I mean, I'm gonna have fun today too. I'm chill.
Yeah,
You better enjoy your life. I mean, it's all about the balance, man. It's all about balance because tomorrow ain't even promised. And y'all, I think about this. I'm gonna say this. Y'all know, y'all remember this old movie where what was it? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Y'all remember that old movie?
yeah.
and, and it was this scene where the dude they was getting ready to go out on their little mission because they were gonna take down Mr. Big or whoever it was, and dude put on like 20 guns.
Oh,
He
okay.
had like 10 pistols on him and two shotguns and all that. And as soon as he walked out the door, he slipped on a bullet. Like just don't be that guy. You know, like you got everything. You so, and I'm not saying don't prepare. That ain't what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying it's like 50-50. It's got to be a little bit of this, a little, because like you just said, it's in the process. Things are unfolding. None of it look
Right.
good, but at
Exactly.
the same, but at the same time, you know, be present, be in the moment, because folks still living their life. People are still kids still graduating. Folks out, young folk, old folk, people out there falling in love, uh, starting new jobs, and people getting ready to go to college. So, you know, we've been through things before as a people, as a
Yes.
country. Uh, you know, you just gotta hold close to your faith, whatever you believe in, learn these skills and keep doing what we doing and after that, I don't know. I mean, what do you do after that? Y'all go ahead. Plant a garden, you still here? Cause I don't
Yes,
want you to
yes,
go
I'm here.
down, man.
No, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. Yeah. So what? The thing is, we got to, you can't stop living your life. You still got to maintain living your life. Living your life is included enjoying yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but just
Absolutely.
remember, you know what I'm saying? Don't give that up, but just remember
Mm-hmm.
the skills them that in you. Let me explain this a minute. When the
Go
pandemic
for it.
hit, when the pandemic hit, don't you know the people with the skills is who was getting all the jobs? When jobs, people with qualification, with so much degrees, gotta go home. Is the skill worker was working every day. So you see how
Absolutely.
important this is? Even the computer system crash. The skilled
Yep.
person, the carpenter, the mason, the gardener, this still could survive. You know what I'm saying? I understand
Absolutely.
not everybody wanna do carpenter and mason and these kind of stuff, but learn to build simple things, learn to build a shed. Always keep a tap in your garage wherever you know a tap in case
Yes.
anything. You could use a tap and build a house. I'm telling you, a
I love your
shelter.
survival video. I love your survival video. I
Thank you,
saw that, man.
man. Thank you. This is basically what's my channel about. Natural, simple survival. This is what it's about. Surviving. So I'm not telling people how to do it, but I'm giving them ideas. How to survive, how to do this, what you need, how to grow your food, the natural way. I'm not telling because that's how I grow my food. I do not use anything. I use the earth to provide compost
Yeah,
for the food.
and you know what, brother? That ties into what Stardust was saying because I heard something else that she said also. As far as the community part of it goes, you look out for elders. You looking
Yes,
out for people even some people who wish they could do it but physically can't do it.
yes.
That's where the whole community concept really comes into play. And but go ahead, finish your thought. I just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right with that. Because what I'm doing right now, I have two homes where I build raised bed and start planting herbs for them. Two elderly people. They're in the 60s. But
Yeah,
I build a raised bed for them and plant herbs in there for them so they could
yeah,
make the tea, they could make the seasoning. This is basically what I'm trying to promote. I'm really trying to reach. I have some kids that I bring to my garden to teach them as well how to grow food, how to survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to involve
absolutely.
the kids, you know what I'm saying, in what I'm doing because it's not about just the video games and being online is skills. Skills is very important because if without skills, it's very difficult to push forward. When you got to depend on people for do everything, it's a problem. We got to be able to be producers.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be
Yeah,
producers instead of being consumers. Okay?
absolutely.
So, and I rest right there, man. Thank you for having me on here, man. I truly appreciate that.
You welcome, bro. Anytime.
Th-
Anytime. Please feel free. And you always have a lot of really good information. I mean, you put out good information. Um, and your voice is always welcome here. Anybody in this chat, you know, anytime we open up drop the link. Anybody in this chat, y'all always welcome to come up, share your thoughts, share your opinions. We always respectful of each other, and like I say, you know, this grown folk conversations over here, and these are important things that need to be said. And I've said it before, and I'm sure many of y'all feel this way. For those of us who may not have immediate family or neighbors or people who feel the way we feel and see what we see or understand or believe what we believe, at least we have each other. So I look forward to seeing and hearing from each and every one of y'all every day in some capacity. Oh, and my man James Franklin had jumped in too. I meant to say, James Franklin, 38 thing. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being in here. Miss Sandra, you in Texas? Okay. That's right. I think you said that before. Okay. Yeah. Something
That's
else to make
great.
me happy. Yes, ma'am, it is, Miss Audrey. Seeing the chat and seeing how people, you know, corresponding with each other and sharing ideas, and TLC still in here, Drop still in here, Miss Sandra in here, James Franklin, Starduster doing about 50 things. She, hell, about like Lashes over there,
Well, I'm
doing 35.
yeah. Lashes got a little. I have to remember that, damn it. And that's my one complaint. I'm single. I'm tired of being fucking single. I'm not saying I'm looking for no damn man. That's not what I'm saying. But I really want people to understand, like, y'all are so blessed when you have a partner, when you have a husband or a wife, when you have family that supports you. I literally, y'all, am like mentally stressed. My son about to graduate, right? My ex-husband wants to come up here for the graduation. He called me yesterday, and I'm like, you know, okay, y'all can stay in the camper. Well, I got to stay in the camper. I'm sleeping in my son's room. Motherfucker, you don't live here. Do you understand the shit I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Really, dude? We ain't married in years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little stuff like that can like stress me out. Like, so
No, that
I'm
warrants being stressed out. No, it's, hey fam, look, that warrants being stressed out. And that's something I appreciate about these other people in here, because it's other women. Stardust, you got every right to feel how you feel. I just pulled back because we've been together 20 years. So if I can't speak from a place of knowing, then I let it's plenty other people in the chat who can offer suggestions and get it.
But I'm looking at TLC. All I'm saying. Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening to
Less
you.
the outfit help. Yeah. One would think. You would think, but child, folks.
Yeah. My baby about to graduate. My baby about stuck here on this damn 2 acre by myself.
Oh. Yeah, that empty nest thing, man, that's real. Mm-hmm.
For that. I think that's what's stressing. I don't want my baby to grow up. Oh, shut up.
You a mom.
I'm looking at TLC.
Motels is
I
down the
tell y'all
street.
something. They are the motel right down the road.
You know.
Starduster, can I say something that it might help? Because this is about all I could offer. Because I don't know. I mean, I've been, Drops. I'm sorry, bro. I was married almost 20 years until she passed. Brother, I'm my condolences. Bless you and stand strong, man. And I extend my condolences, bro. That's rough, because I think about that, and we think about that regards to each other. We have conversations, but
Motels.
oh, bless you, man. But
You know,
Stardust, you somebody, mama, and that's a deep, powerful thing. And the only thing that I could say that can kind of fit about everything you feeling being all right. I lost my mama, my heart, in 2019. Now that was before all this stuff happened, before all this mess broke out. End of 2019, right before Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry.
Uh, thank you. But I got to somebody got an echo. I don't know who it is. Uh,
Yeah, y'all, it's a
I
hot.
I got to hold her hand as she transitioned, and she always called me her big baby. My mom a little bitty one. My mom 1'5'2", and I'm 6 foot when I got my shoes on. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a little bitty one, and little short woman rather. And I'm always gonna be her baby,
Mm-hmm.
and your boys always gonna be your babies. It's completely okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely all right to have angst, anxiety,
Man.
especially in this world. Ain't nothing you feeling wrong. You a mother that loves. So I tell you, in my opinion, what would be wrong if you was like, woo, they finna be out of here, they finna be gone, because that's what the world and society tries to influence and say and suggest. Kick them out at 18, whether they ready or not. Kick them out at 18, whether they got the sense God gave a fruit fly. Kick them out at 18, whether they, no. You sound like a mother that loves. Embrace what you feeling. Know that you raised them young boys to be men, and they are young men, and this is a transition just like the transition that existed when my mama slipped from this realm of existence to the next one. We live in a state of constant transitions. Sometimes it hurt, sometimes it make you smile, but you good, sis. You good, sis. And uh the other part, I don't know, because that one in that other room and that's all I know. So I haven't dated since I was young. I
So
used
what
to be
y'all
real fine, y'all.
I'm so glad y'all
Go
got.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I just said I'm so glad y'all got each other. Like y'all are a beautiful
Me too.
couple, inspiring. You know what I mean? I wish y'all had children because like I could just imagine what y'all babies would be like. You know what I mean? But as long as y'all,
Thank you.
all that matters, and y'all work through life together.
That's my best friend. We grew up we early 20s to now. We grew up
Mhm.
together, and uh it's just a blessing. I want to say, and that's something else that I never do is be like, oh, well, we figured this out. We did that right. People fall out of love. People get divorced. People still love people that they can't be with every day because y'all just not a good fit. All kinds of stuff happen. But I thank you for your kind words, and I thank you for that encouragement because I thank the good Lord every morning. I always get up before she do. And when I get up, if I don't do it the night before, I always set 2 cups out. I set my cup out and I go outside and I be out there with them chickens, and by the time she get up, I probably done finish my little morning stuff, and I be sitting on the porch and she come out, and
I want that from.
sometimes I mess with. Go ahead, go ahead.
I want that for my babies.
Yeah, it can happen. You never know. It happened for you. Mr. Right might be right down the doggone road. Next time you go get some 511 or something, y'all reach for the bag at the same time. Oops, she done fell in love. Look at God.
Let me see my face.
You never know. Stop it, Starduster. You don't say what can't be.
But you're right.
I read your.
I was just saying now. Um, uh, Grandma Hudson said she loved being an empty nester, and I just said, you know what? I might feel that way when he gone 3 months down the road. You know what I'm saying? I might ride.
Right.
So at least I'm still here.
Right. Exactly.
And it's about being present. That's what I think more than anything. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep everybody updated with what I'm trying to do here in my little town with this foundation. You know what I mean? Because if I can't help other people,
That's
that,
beautiful.
that's my goal.
That's beautiful. Keep us posted, fam, and anything we can do to support, even if it's like like I'm over here. It ain't nothing we can do physically. But even if it's just a contribution, even if you start a hashtag, even if you open a GoFundMe, even if you whatever, like it's all kinds of different ways that we can all chip in and contribute for those who choose to contribute, and we can make something happen, because I can't be there for you physically, but in spirit and sending a couple bucks, now that we can do. So
I'll definitely
keep us posted.
y'all like y'all like everybody biggest cheerleaders. Y'all too right there. No,
That's
real. And
how most of us are.
I post my things every morning. You know what I mean? Because like they for me. You know, but I know that I'm
Right.
not the only one, so I share that stuff. But that's the point of what I'm talking about, like that being present. You know what I mean? Because all the worst stuff is going on around us. Like until it's at my front door, where I can see it tangibly, I'm not
Yeah.
live in fear.
Right. Right. You can't afford to. That's a low vibration, negative way to exist, is in fear. Preparedness and fear are two different things. You can prepare when you in your garden. I see you out in your garden. When you in your garden and when you doing stuff, you happy, you vibrating high. You're not moving in fear. You're moving in preparation. When you live in fear, when you exist in fear, that's low vibrational. That means your bones. You might well eat goat all day. You end up with gout, and you ain't did nothing but walk around worried and scared all the time. Find some joy. Find some love.
That's what
For
I'm
real.
trying to tell you. Now, see, I could settle for that ex-husband of mine, because I ain't had no relief.
Well, what if he
I'm
try
cool.
to act right and no, what if he try to pitch woo to you and bring you some flowers and say let's go to Applebee's or something?
No, I'm cool. I wish him well though. You know what I mean? Like it's all about the
I
baby,
understand.
and that's all that matters to me. I'm talking shit though, because like it is. It's more about my time will come. You know, hopefully
Yeah,
my equally yoked. If not, that's still the Most High's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna live regardless
absolutely.
of the present. So,
You
but
too strong not to always be okay.
thank y'all for letting me lay on y'all couch. I'm about to send y'all some beverages. Put the
Girl,
link.
hush.
Put the
You
link.
you you all right? Hey, you see what Hudson say? She say I agree. I didn't get married till I was 39. Look at see
Okay.
there, see there.
Mm-hmm. I do see that.
And you see up under it, Tiffany Q said don't do it. It's an X for a reason.
All right. I am not going backwards ever. That no, no, no. I'm like that cat. What's the cat? Oh, oh no, oh no,
No,
no, no.
oh no.
I'm cool. Thank you though. Yeah, I am. I'm about to send
I
y'all
hear you.
some coffees. Some
Well,
coffees.
we appreciate adult beverage. I got you, fam. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
TLC in the garden said the past is the past. Leave history alone and learn from it. That can be a good, yeah. Even drops said they an X for a reason. Everybody getting X's on.
No, ma'am.
Well, I totally understand. Hey, look here, y'all. We done went about 3. I'm over. I want to try to cut down. Yeah, just chill and keep it good. But before we get out of here, man, plant a garden, brother. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for your wisdom.
Yes.
Thank growing with Hudson. Yo, when we working on it, y'all. And that's something else before I get out of here. Please, y'all, please. Make sure that y'all still subscribe. I'm glad that everybody who getting the notifications are getting the notification, because I've been fighting with YT I have to go through and make sure I'm still sub to all of y'all, and it's it's a task, but it's worth it. And let's see, Audrey, James, Franklin, TLC, Growing with Hudson, Drops. Thank you for coming through, man. I really appreciate it. Other people who was in here earlier, Butt Nuggets, Healthy G Mom, Miss Lynn, Hoeing and Sewing,
James.
who else in here still in here? James, just everybody. Tiffany Q to you. Thank you for being here. Now I'm not that familiar with you, but I'm sure gonna get on you and check you out. And I appreciate you because you've been in here for a minute, just supporting and being active in the chat. And I'm grateful for you. Each and every one of y'all are blessed. Oh, Lynn's Life Lessons, thank you. I saw you when you jumped in here. Urban Gardening Chronicles, you keep dropping them lives like you doing, man. Sister on fire. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. Anybody I missed, I ain't gonna go too far all the way back up in the chat. Oh, Sandra, living a full life. Miss Sandra been through, like most of us, been through a lot, but some people have exceptional stories and testimonies over these past few years. So y'all support and check each other out. Everybody check each other out. And last but not least, the person on the screen with me, Starduster, fam, y'all, I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. It was a time, I think we had about 52 people, if that. And here comes Starduster. And just support, understanding, listening to us, jumping in on the first live or two we did. It was after, because them first handful, I was sitting there just talking into the TV, into this thing here, whatever it is.
My first ones
And
was,
go for it. What you say, Beth?
I was just saying my first ones were like that too.
Yeah. You don't know who out there. Oh, David Corey, my man David Corey, still in here. I know you still in there,
Hey,
bro.
David,
Y'all,
I thought he was gone too.
I thought he was
Sandra,
gone.
David, Tiffany, James, all of y'all growing with Hudson, Hoeing and Sewing. Much love to
Yes.
y'all, Audrey, TLC, Drops. We appreciate y'all, Audrey, Healthy G Mom, everybody that was here that stood in here and listened and supported. Cause I know sometimes I come into the chat and people are like, all right, Stardust here, I'm about to leave.
Girl, hush. Ah. All right, drops out of here. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Dave, I be doing that too, man. You outside working and just have an earbud in or your headphones or whatever and be listening, but you can't really just jump in the chat. But we finna jump out of here. Thank y'all so much for the support. Y'all check out Stardust. Audacity Dawn is still in here, man. Y'all check them out too. Yes,
Okay, up and look for the next. It's
Uncle G.
the Most High know what he doing. I'm just gonna sit back and chill and worry about getting my stuff together and my babies for now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yo, y'all have a good one, man. It's my night. It is 10:28 at night over here. I know it's y'all enjoying y'all day, but y'all have a blessed one. Be safe, be careful. Listen to yourself, listen to your conscience, listen to the Most High, and just be.
Cena's still in the building.
Be.
Love to you, Cena.
Oh, hey, Miss Cena, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, so
Lynn's Life Lesson. Good night.
here, because I keep interrupting you, and I want to let you just close out.
No, no,
Whatever.
no. Go ahead.
I'm
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I'm cutting down. Love y'all. You finish.
Okay. Hey, look, I love y'all. I'm finna be out of here. Until the next time, y'all already know what your boy gonna be over here doing. You know what April gonna be over here doing. That's right. With or without an adult beverage, we gonna be over here being country in another country. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.